Hello, my fellow oppressed gamers. I know you're struggling out there. Don't know which way to go anymore in life. Don't know which games to get. Don't know who to trust. Here to tell you can trust me. You can trust me because I'm a gamer. I have no... That's the lamest intro I could come up with a stream and I went with it. I don't know why. But how you doing, everybody? How are you? Yeah, I am low energy as all hell tonight. But you know, the good news is I am halfway done editing the DLC Sin video together. So I'll have that finished just in time to then, crank out a Stellar Blade video. You guys beat this, this morning. This game is so good. How close am I to the end of it, Killmonger? Then you should know then, right? I finished up last night after, like, beating my former friend and the other space lady who had the cool outfit. Hey Dartigan, have you been to an opening of what? You gotta provide context with that, by the way. There are many openings out there. Tacky design was really cool. Yeah, I remember saying, like, yeah, that was a really good... I can't speak tonight. Really good design. You're focusing on story only. You should beat it in around 11 to 15 hours. Wait, you're saying I have 11 to 15 hours left? Or that's how long it takes to get through beginning to end? Because I think this is like... I probably would be hitting around hour 15 with it tonight. But I have been primarily just focusing on the story. I'm not really interested in doing side quests in a game like this. Opening of umbrella in your ass? What is... Are you alright? Something up? What would you say if your parents walked into the room while you're playing this game? Well, one of my parents is dead, so I only have to worry about one of them, and my mom wouldn't care. Be like, whatever. Yeah, that's right. Just trauma dumped all over you. You invoke my dead father? Just look it up. You are not even close. I'd say 3 more I don't know. I get told that often by people when I ask how much is left. But we'll see. Sorry for good. No, you're fine, man. I joke about that. Why wouldn't I? Better than being, like, traumatized by it. But yeah, been one of those days. I've been editing today. Had to deal with like my MCN, which I never even have to even think of, but apparently they're changing some things up. So on that front, whatever. Last stream of this, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think so though. You fought Tacky, then only story is about 6 to 10 hours, but with side missions, another... Yeah, I'm not doing side missions. I'm just trying to get through the plot. So I want to get out a video over this as quick as I can because I want to do a bunch of videos very fast for this month and actually the following months, both on Patreon and YouTube. Got to get that, all that, the engine needs to be running at full capacity. Plus, I'm just in like a really good mood for content creation right now after launching the Patreon, so I feel like, you know what, I got no big games to worry about for the time being. Let me just motor through a bunch. On a similar note, I was watching Akira in my grandparents' living room with my cousin, and my grandpa came in during the meat baby scene and was like, "What are you watching?" I mean, there are worse scenes than anything that I mean, that's just a cool looking scene. I don't care how old you are. Like, everyone knows what a meat baby is. Do you cover any DLC for games or just strictly games themselves? Well, I am covering DLC now on my Patreon. I did my first DLC video on Resident Evil 4 Separate Ways, and I'm currently making a DLC episode for FF7 Intergrade. So, up next after that, I've got stuff like The Last of Us 1's DLC, possibly Bioshock Evidence, Burial at Sea 1 and 2, and, quite a few others. But I'm also doing Classic Sins on top of that, but DLC's coming first this month. And for those of you wondering, you can find a link to the Patreon down below on YouTube. There's a big fat shiny link there you can click on. How long does it take you to make a video? Well, it depends. If you saw my FF7 video, that was a very long video indeed, because it took me like a month to play through that game, and then another month to make the video. And that was me, I was like putting in serious work and all that too. It still took me that long. Most of the time, I can make a video, like a normal link video for Game Sins on YouTube in about 2 weeks. I could probably do it in about a week to a week and a half if I really push myself. Meaning like not streaming, not really stopping doing anything else but, make content. Then yeah, I could probably, on an average size game, probably put it out in a week. As for like the DLC stuff, that's proving that it only really takes me about a week to make a DLC sim video. So far. So, but yeah. My preference is like release a video every 2 weeks if I can. Or at the very least every 3 weeks. And that's why I've been like really slacking on that for the past 2 years, I'd say. So, I'm hoping now that FF7 is behind me, I can really just start getting back to pushing out content every 2 weeks. Along with the content I'm putting out on Patreon. So, essentially double what I would normally be putting out in a year. Stream title makes me think of Raijin from FF8, you know? You know? Kind of, Cypher's lackeys were a little forgettable. What's up, Anime Girl? How you doing? Typing on this virtual keyboard sucks. Is something wrong with your regular keyboard? Or are you on like a phone or something? This is a nice background music for like the early stream, by the way. Ooh. Cypher had one cool scene, and that was that. I mean, you're talking about the opening intro. Well, he had a few more moments. He's always just like, the opening intro makes him seem like he's like way cooler than he is, though. He kind of peaks during that, because after that he just like this weird like school bully to some degree. Good morning. What's up, Yosef? How you doing? Talking about the moment he spit Odin in half. I mean, was it? He kind of just stood there and let Odin run into his sword. And so I think that was just Odin screwing up. Every time you yawn, I feel compelled to say good yawn, because that's when I say to my cat, then I realize how weird. Do you want me to slow blink at you too, like your cat? Also, chat, after everyone constantly telling me about how they go to sleep using my voice, I am now giving serious consideration to making like a channel that would have like a continuous live stream on it of me reading. You could get like Dartigan lo-fi kind of like channels, content. I'd have to like put together like a really long video of like of me reading stuff and like loop it. You're already making you sleepy? For real? Is my voice that hypnotic, or am I just being really effectively trolled over the past couple of years? Evening Crow, how you doing? What would you read there? It'd have to be like non-copyright claimable stuff, so it'd be like older fiction. So I'd probably have like a stream where I read nothing but like the works of Shakespeare, and then like another stream where it's like, well, like I said, these would be videos that'd be in loop, not really just actual live streams, but they would be live streams that you've seen like those live streams that just seem to go never in, right? Like Lo-Fi Girl and stuff like that. So you could do something like that. It probably wouldn't be ASMR though, it'd just be me reading in like a gentle voice. Hell with the games, let's listen to books. I mean, there are some people who would apparently want that, especially if people wanted to use it to sleep. Honestly, I'm already tired and want to go to bed pretty soon, just here for a bit, eh? No problem, I mean, it is late where you're at. I need you to start with Macbeth. I never read that one. I have been to Sleep No More though, which I believe is them adapting Macbeth. First time being at one of these things, love the videos you put out. Hey, Bagman, or Bagman? Thank you for checking out my live stream, man. And I will have a Stellar Blade video for you very soon. I just have to finish playing it first. And then I'll be following that up with a... Yeah, this is going to be a busy year for me, starting now that I got the FF7 video out of the way. I really just want to get back to releasing a video every 2 weeks, as well as like all the stuff on the Patreon. So it's essentially a video every week, almost. If you're like on Patreon and YouTube, it'll be like a video, at least some form of content every week. I see he hasn't taken the refund yet. What do you mean? What, for this game? Why would I? I've already... Wait, because is it because of this thing Sony's offering a refund because of like slightly smaller bikini? Collected all 49 cans and got... Wait, they stopped at 49? That's such a weird number. You got Black Pearl lingerie, and she looks so hot and it beat the last two bosses. I honestly thought when I saw the word beat, it was going to be beating something else. I could very much see you reading scary stories similar to Mr. Nightmare. Your voice is very mellow and soothing to listen to. That's what everyone's always told me, but I've never capitalized on it other than GameSin videos. But if I did do it, I'd want to start up like a new channel and just have like a constantly running live stream. Of like a loot video of me reading stuff. It could possibly work. I don't know. How would you? I guess the only way you could really monetize that though is through like donations. So have like a Ko-fi link or something. Also, that's a lot of recording. I have to like pick a night where I just sit and read for a couple hours. This game is hard to beat one-handed. Well, you are intentionally limiting yourself. The game isn't telling you to play with one hand, you know. Hope that you don't start yelling like an idiot at the game like other gamers. There are very few times I've ever started yelling at a game. You should know me well by now. Most I do is like, just that kind of noise. And then say how much I dislike something. When they do happen, they're funny. These are like my 7th day almost streaming without my... Well, I did have one day off where I was waiting for this game to come out. I've been streaming non-stop since then. Social battery getting low, chat. Social battery running low, but I want to finish this game up before I take a break from streaming. What's the angriest you've ever gotten at a game? I think it was during Resident Evil 5 fighting that damn Ouroboros fight. Because it just doesn't work when you're playing it single player at all. It's like infamously bad. I do remember like flipping the double bird at the screen during that fight and walking away from my game. Dan Sog does an endless FF stream that repeats every playthrough he did 24/7. That's one way of doing it, but I would just like want an endless live stream of me like reading stories of people so they could use it to sleep too. I wouldn't really want gameplay footage on there. In fact, it'd probably like even have page turning sound effects. Maybe have like a camera pointed face down at a book. Fight with the flamethrower, the fight with the flamethrower where you have to like run around and like just flamethrower it doesn't really seem to work very well. Pretty late here, and I was finishing RE Village earlier with that stupid Chris section. I shouted, "Oh, you motherfucker." and when trying to aim that chopper support weapon. I remember there was one part in that section where I did get a little, where it's like it's hard to get it aimed without enemy knocking you around. But I don't remember it being that difficult. You got very pissed during Avengers game. Wow, my memory of the Avengers game is practically non-existent. What part was I pissed off at? I think I just, like, after I finished that video, I forgot all about it. Penguin Zero got the crappy ending in what, in this game? Apparently, I did the mission someone said for me to do that gives me the better ending. Which is the way you collect the body parts for that one robot girl. I really don't care if I get a crappy ending in a game like this, though. You have good memories of RE5 because you beat it for the first time cooperative with your mom. Oh, well, I can definitely see that being a popular, like a good memory video. I've only ever played a single player. You can't play video games anymore? Oh, man. Sorry. Maybe she could play some Wii games with a controller. Remember Forspoken's ending when you started crackling like a jester? That was just me, like, at that point, not really mad. I was just laughing at the old how bad something can actually be. Like I couldn't believe it. It was this rancid. You only get good endings by getting 100% with Lily? Really? Why is this one random MP... oh, wait. Interesting. I don't think I'll be getting the good ending then. Returnal is 3 years old today. Good game. Never played it. I finished RE5 3 times, every time with my sister. Great memories. See, that's the only way you can possibly like RE5, and that is play with a family member, friend, or loved one. Your tummy is full. I'm happy. I did not... You're not going to be proud of my meal today. For supper, I had 3 bowls of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I did not feel like cooking at all. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make 3 bowls of Cinnamon Toast Crunch in a row. I'm an adult, you know. I can do adult things like eat Cinnamon Toast Crunch for, supper. You had Brenner? Yeah, you had the breakfast dinner. We all indulge in our carnal desires once in a while, nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, I could have made something like, some fried chickpeas or something else, but I was like, yeah, I didn't feel like it. It's a lot of sugar. Well, it's alright. I'll live. Hey, Brian, man. I still have no idea who that is, but hey, how you doing? I need the sugar anyways. Also had food, rice, and cheddar sauce with chicken. Okay, you definitely ate better than I did. There. When you were a kid, did you ever think if you became an adult, you'd get to eat as many treats as you want? I don't recall having that. I do, like, you would think I would have, but I don't recall ever thinking that to myself. Like, I'll be able to eat whatever I want. Because I kind of knew you weren't supposed to do that even then. Also, Dr. Baby. Thank you for the raid, man. And also for the 37 months of being a sub. How you been? Hope you've been well. Ooh. Oh, Dart, you're gonna crash before I do, and I'm on the edge. You know, people say that, but I've never had these, like, energy highs from eating, like, sugar or anything like that. I guess I have, like, naturally, like, pretty even, like, energy reserves, so I never, like, peak and then, like, experience a valley. I don't know, I can't think that I've ever felt that. Like, I've had, like, a Monster energy drink before and then, like, didn't feel anything from it. Like, coffee doesn't really wake me up because I don't really need waking up. It's I am like a freak, chat. I got weird genetics. Hey, comrade. What's up, American Vampire? Hello, fellow comrade. Your monotone negates the sugar rush. This monotone is gonna make me like a millionaire once I launch my reading channel. So many donations will pour in as people use me to get to sleep. I have like a voice that is like designed by God to put people into a stupor. You have a membership. It was a gift membership, likely from Lord X Rush last night. He's been dropping a lot of membership bombs on people. I'm a homunculus. I'll randomly have a day where I feel really productive and want to do chores, but it's only like once every few months. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just in like a super productive mood right now after I launched the Patreon. So I feel like having the Patreon almost feels like I have a job again. It's my job is like all the patrons are like, okay, these people are like putting money down on me to like make content for them. So now I got to, so I can't. It keeps. I think it'll keep me from slacking off as much, or you know. Procrastinating as much is a better way of putting it. So it definitely feels like it's a little bit of a fire under my butt. Also, Lucky, what's up? Can the theme song to your channel just be you reading the lyrics to Reading Rainbow in your monotone? Is that copyright claimable? In a book, the Reading Rainbow. I wonder if I can like read like chat in a sing-song voice. I've never tried it before. Did your other streams get copyright claimed? Some of them did. But I always like, you'll trim out the parts that get claimed. It's usually like a few minutes of music. Hello. Yeah, I should do a musical stream where I just read chat in like a musical, timbre. Reading Rainbow is awesome. It was. I remember loving that show. Dartigan the musical. When I'm sleepy and get pissed off, my tiredness is completely gone. It's weird. See, it's easy. Super easy, in fact. DMX Reading Rainbow remix. Disney Princess. I'm gonna have like squirrels and birds landing on my shoulder soon. You get pretty tired after 5 minutes. Look, I'm a professional reader. Is the game feeling more enjoyable now? Well, I've enjoyed the gameplay since I started playing it. That is the combat. When you return to the city and expect you to like, hey, do you want to do side content? That's what I'm like, no, thank you. Dart's neat personess. Dart's a villain. I mean, they always, hellfire, dogfire, da 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 do do do. Patreon goal, a singing video for patrons. I've already got all my Patreon goals set. And it's a pretty big one. Of like, hey, 1,000 paying members, and I'll send that Persona 5. I think I'm at like almost, what? I think I'm at like almost either over 150 paying members right now, or close to it. So we're over 10% of the way there, or actually over 15% of the way to the Persona 5 video. Check closest anyone's ever gotten, because none of you have nearly enough bits to buy it. But so far my strategy seems like of growing the Patreon seems to be like it might pay off. As long as I just keep pumping out YouTube videos where I'm mentioning it. Is it true that you're going to star in a reality show that you and Yi will be roommates and you're trying to change his ways? Considering his career seems like it's crashing pretty hard, at some point in the future he likely will be destitute enough to come to me. I'll be like the only person he could possibly get to work with him. Are you up to date surrounding the Goonergate in the Stellar Blade community? An old guy from the front lines of Gamergate back in 2016 made a petition to the boobs back in Stellar Blade and make it an issue of free speech. I do know of all this, but I just like making fun of both sides, to be honest with you. I know that's like maybe not the thing you want to hear, but I'm just gonna like make fun of both groups who care this deeply about just a freaking video game. I can't be bothered to really give much of a shit either way. Like I'm perfectly fine with a sexy game with sexy game characters, and I also don't really care about maybe less of an inch of like fabric on someone's bikini. It's such a weird, like, moral standing both sides are making upon this, or like placing upon it. I'm like, come on. Look, there's no shortage. We live in a golden age of porn games. There's no shortage of them. And we also have, I don't know, man. I really do not, I don't know. It just, What do you even say about it if you're not grifting? On either side, it feels like either side, I only have something to say about this, I'm not gonna make money. But yeah, don't expect me to become just some like grifting YouTuber who wants to stir up controversy. I'd rather just like play a game and then like talk about the stuff I know about, which is like how narratives work. Apparently someone put a hit on the guy who was talking about this. I don't think that was someone actually putting a hit out. They were just making like a bad taste joke. Trust me, gamers are well known throughout all of gamingdom to have made death threats that they didn't actually mean. People have made death threats toward me before, and I never took it seriously. You think all those people like wish I would like die of cancer actually mean it? No, they're just like inflammatory. I like your voice because a lot of other YouTubers scream unnecessarily during gameplay, and it makes it hard to want to watch. I'm glad you appreciate that, because I always feel like I'm limiting myself by not overselling my reactions. Because yeah, for some of them, that's the only way they can actually, that's just what they have to do, even if they don't want to. But here I am just being like, you know, cool and collective. Another type of entertainment. You love Stellar Blade, you don't care about the controversy, it's not like we could ever see her naked anyways. At least we still got Cyberpunk. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever. Fun game, if you get a fun game, that's all that really matters. I can also trust whenever you react, it's actually a worthwhile moment. That too, I feel like you don't have to like guess when I'm like trying to oversell something. Don't start yelling or going, oh my god, what is that? You guys see that? Holy shit, chat. Oh my god. Can't believe it. I did not see this coming, mouth agape. See, if I use the camera, I might be more inclined to do that too. Because then you gotta like sell up your reactions, otherwise you sit there just looking blank. But yeah, that's me. That's me, chat. I'm honest to a fault. Not a grifting bone in my body. Couldn't even bring myself to do it. Hello there, I love your everything wrong with videos. Hey, thank you. I will have this video out for you as quick as I can, and then I follow up with another video really quick. Actually expect a lot of content for the next several months. I gotta work fast and hard, you know? Because I just spent 2 months without a single release because I was working on FF7. So I gotta make that up to everyone. Luckily those psychotic people that give death threats online also stay online? Yeah, usually. But yeah, most normal people aren't that worried about all this. They have actual real concerns. Do I know the name of that old black lady going, you have been promoted? Because I've got it stuck in my head. I am lost. Let's see. Wigglypuff, what is your opinion on the controversy of Stellar Blade before you start this non-controversial playthrough? What is my well, are you the controversy being that sexy game characters either should or shouldn't exist? Is that the controversy we're talking about? She's too sexy. No, she's not sexy enough. Seems to be the controversy. Like, give her back cleavage on bikini. No, take away her ass so people can't goon. I don't understand the controversy, honestly. Video gamers are weird and anti-video gamers are weird, alright? What we have when it comes to the controversy of this game is two groups of freaks who are battling over each other and calling the other group a bigger freak. That's the way I kind of look at it. It's like both of them are just irrationally... Both of them hate each other's guts, but it's not even because of the game. They just hate each other politically. And the game is some kind of like cultural thing they can beat each other with. Like, so for some of them, it's like it's become a big battleground, even though there's really nothing controversial in this game. I honestly, I mean, Jesus, there's like a new actual porn game every day on Steam. This game is nothing compared to all that. And there's like usually another like very liberal game on Steam every week as well. So, yeah. It's so ignorant is what it is. Most people only deserve to be mocked. Well, that's what I've been doing. Have you seen the petition? Petitions do not do anything in life from what I've come across in my experience. Doesn't matter how many petitions you get signed, no one will really care. Unless it's actually a petition in some legal format that will get a ballot, something on the ballot, it does not matter. Demand in the add booba back. I have seen no lack of booba in this game. In fact, I've seen quite a bit of booba in this game. This has the same quality storytelling as a porn game. Honestly, there's some porn games out there that have better plot than this. There's the real controversy, chat. They didn't put enough effort into the plot. It's kind of bare bones and sleepy. Show the outfit differences between pre and post patch, and the only one that is slightly different is the bunny one. Or even the I saw some screenshots. It's like a little bit of cleavage covering and like maybe a little less cheek in one or two outfits. It's about I mean, obviously, yeah. If they advertise the game on zero censorship and then kind of censored it, that is like a shitty thing for the developer to do. But I'm assuming it was like forced upon them. But it's also, if that is like the most minimal censorship you can probably actually do to something. Dream Daddy, a daddy dating simulator, has a better plot than this. I've never played that one. The plot of this game is as thick as a coffee stain on my table. It's a pretty good line, actually. What would you do with this plot? One, I'd make it more over the top, and there's a reason Devil May Cry and Bayonetta are the way they are. It's because when you have hyper stylistic action like you have in a game like this, you kind of need larger than life personalities. That is the big weakness of this game, is that all the characters are very mellow and even like down to earth, while they're able to like flip through the air and like cut buildings in half. It's like a little bit of, imagine Dante if he was like doing his taxes, and is how I describe it. He's like, you can't really imagine Dante not enjoying himself and like having fun with whatever he's doing with all this crazy stuff he's doing. Whereas Eve is like just treating it like this is, like she's completely normal personality wise, if she even is like, or like bored by it all. Despite her able to do all this stuff. So it's like, it's a kind of a big disconnect. They kind of miss the point of why these kind of games usually have bombastic characters, and their attempt to be more like Nier Automata. Yeah, they tried to follow Nier Automata's like philosophy a little bit too much, but Nier Automata was pretty over the top too. They kind of forgot that. It was just over the top in different ways. So I would say that's the numero uno problem with the plot. They missed out on making the characters really fun, which could do a lot. Because the plot in a lot of Devil May Cry and Bayonetta games ain't that deep either, but because the characters are really selling their every action or reaction, or they're just making it look entertaining regardless, that goes a long way. You enjoyed Old Wonderful 101? I never finished that game, but I did like what I did play of it. So yeah, there's my opinion on how you can make the plot a bit better. You can keep the plot as is if you want, just make the characters just like wild and crazy. I guarantee you it would be more compelling. Story seems more like a Souls game. I honestly still can't really tell you what we're trying to accomplish. I know we need hypercores and we want to kill an Alpha Nativa, and that's it. I don't know what killing in the Alpha Nativa will accomplish. I don't know what these hypercores will accomplish. It's just something, it's like the game needed a goal, and that's what they stuck it with. Dunn said the bunny suit was a design choice instead of forced on the studio by Sony. You enjoyed, but I think the game would be better served by upping its violence. I mean, I feel like there's plenty of violence in the game. I have not really had too many strong complaints about the gameplay other than the platforming. Platforming is ass, I will say that much. Sometimes the level design is a bit crap too, if I'm being perfectly honest with that as well. And running around that the city, the hub world is also just a drag. They did lower the gore. I mean, I'm seeing like open wounds and everything else and like limbs cut off, so it's pretty gory for me. You'd have a quirky, crazy, fun, and memorable character that isn't relatable than a relatable, boring one. Well, it's like I said, it's depending on the game. If the gameplay is like this, I feel like you almost have to have a really quirky, or like crazy, fun, or memorable character, and not some like toned down, pretty like just. I mean, when you look at Eve, like compare like when you look at Bayonetta, you look at Bayonetta's character design and you see what a personality, you know she's like enjoying the hell out of everything she's doing. When you look at Eve, you just look at like someone who's like does not want to be here doing any of this. And doesn't really understand why she's even here doing it. She is like, I guess, she treats it more like a job, I guess. What positive point does this game have in its spin? The combat is really solid and it runs really well. So really, if we're being perfectly honest, all you need for a good game is good gameplay, and everything else can be like lacking. That makes up for so much when it comes to a video game. Nitpick for this game, I wish the health bar was in a different place, like the top left. You just don't notice sometimes. You get killed, maybe bigger. I don't know. I guess that's that's gonna be down to personal preference, I think. The UC Square Enix had reportedly lost more money and are reconsidering some of their projects. My FF9 remake gets cancelled. I think it depends on how far along that is. At least I have that. I mean, a good gameplay is a good thing. It's one of the that's the one thing you want always being the top numero uno good thing in a game. How similar or different is the combat from Rebirth? Unfortunately, that's the closest thing I've played. Are you asking if this game's anything like FF7 Rebirth? Nothing like that. This game plays more like Sekiro from FromSoft. This is an RPG in some slight ways, but not really. Character designs of some of the other characters, like last night's boss, was way better than should have been in the blood. There are some really nice character designs, but they're all, weirdly enough, there's like way better character designs than the main character. Like Taki last night, and also that weird like robot singer lady. Honestly, even Lilith, your little companion character, has a better character design than our main character. It's kind of bizarre. Is it a Souls type game? It is definitely taking beats from Souls, but it is not a Souls type game. You do not need to recollect your experience if you die. It does have like checkpoints that you activate to like respawn at and stuff like that, but it's like very, very generous with all that. Like Eve is actually all stoic, and while she is almost buck-ass nude, I mean, if you're gonna be buck-ass naked, you gotta be stoic, I guess. Can't be like just trying to cover yourself afterward. But outside of like, I really just have no interest in Eve, I guess is the best way of putting it. Can you parry spam? Usually you have to like time that properly, because there is a bit of a delay on it. But it's sometimes forgiving. We have a lot of games which play itself like a movie. Gameplay is what matters the most. Exactly. Exactly, there. You got it. That being said, there are times when I don't mind a game that's a bit more like a movie. I wouldn't want every game to be like that, though. Do you prefer making videos for games where the story is obviously an afterthought, or games where they're talking? I've always said my preference is I like sending games that I enjoy. Sending games I enjoy always results in a better video, or at least I feel it does, than me when I have to send a game that I did not like. Now, sometimes I still try to make the best video I can when it's a game I don't like. But obviously I just feel like I'm more motivated to make a video, a good video on a game that I enjoyed, because I like showing people a new side of a game that is considered like a positive, and helping them see things they didn't notice when they originally played through it. What's your opinion of this game's difficulty? I'd say this game it's not that difficult. I've not really gotten stuck on any of it. I think it's actually pretty tight, I think, on the difficulty. It's not too easy, but it's also not maddeningly difficult. It's kind of like walking, I would almost say like the perfect, balance of the two. Where there's a little bit of, there's just enough struggle to make you definitely get better at it. But nothing really, hey, beat your head against a wall for a bit. Or at least to me. Do I plan on playing Sandland? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not, I'd say. Is the game fun? I've enjoyed it. Gets a little bit harder later on. Well, I feel like I'm in like the second half of the game, so we'll see. You're gay? Congrats. You're gay. Eve is not attractive. Wait, there is like a handsome dude that's piloting it around then. Maybe you'll like him. Dave and Buster's will begin allowing customers to bet on arcade games. Customers can soon make a friendly $5 wager on a Hot Shots basketball game, a bet on a skee ball competition, or another arcade game. Cool, I love gambling in children's place. Oh, well, I'm assuming that'll be like depending on state laws. Anyways, shall we begin, chat? We got work to do. We have work to do. Like I said, I don't plan to do side quests, but I will go check on my robot friend. Dave and Buster's now. Well, I guess it's not like you're betting against the house. You're just betting with a friend. So it's a little bit different.
Hey, are you alright? What happened?
Only
to the
now she
toys
asks
here?
about this man.
They look like they're all broken.
I don't know what to do anymore. It's all over.
This is made using the same engine as
It's all
Rebirth. That'd be
over.
Unreal Engine 4.
Jade, I'm sorry. Really.
Surprised so many games are still using Unreal Engine 4 and haven't switched over to 5 yet.
I don't know who Jade is, but please, tell me more.
Heard a rumor about them nerfing her sexiness. Is that true? I mean,
What kind of person are you to try offering me
not to
any
like
help?
be a perv right now, but it's kind of hard to like nerf
I'm Eve,
when your character model
an
is like
airborne
this.
squad member.
It's only like a few optional
Although that
outfits.
doesn't
I think
mean
they
much
like
right
added a
now.
bit more material to.
An
How many
angel.
streams do you think is left of this game?
And now I'm
I-
being offered
If I
help
were to have
by
my
an
say,
angel.
next stream it would be the last one, but I don't know for sure.
I guess I don't deserve more than that.
Did Dave
Why
set a
are you
limit on
doing
how much
this?
you can bet? Like I
Something
would hope
must
they
have
did.
happened.
I used
Recently
to
recommended
have
your God of War
recently.
2018 video, and I
This
remember
guy
you made a
fell,
joke
she
about
died,
the state
and
of
I was spared.
which Pixalis
How
left
cruel
you.
of
I'm
Mother's
curious
Spear.
about. Could you rewrite that? Because I'm a little
I've always
confused.
lived alone
I made a joke
for
about the
child's
state in
memory's
which
sake.
Pixalis left you.
And then I heard that there was a place called Zion.
Uh,
When we were first crossing
oh.
the Great Desert.
Oh wait, when I
hid
recently
the
got it
memory
prescribed,
stick
I
inside a
believe
teddy
I'm not
bear
really on any
to
medication,
protect
so I
it,
was likely joking about that.
But I lost it. when
I don't
was
remember the
attacked
joke
by an
specifically,
Antifa.
but I'm not currently prescribed any medicine.
The bear got caught in a sandstorm.
Sorry
and was
to
just
confuse you.
carried away.
I've made plenty of
That's-
times about jokes about doing drugs
Buying the
and
same
being
kind
on
of
prescription
teddy bears
meds.
from the
for something.
scavengers out here. But
It's just
it's
meant
all
for
been
humor, not
nothing.
actual like to mislead
Do
anyone.
you see this? I've searched dozens, hundreds.
Can you wrap up your story, do it?
There's no sign of Jade. It's all over
Dart,
now.
you need to finish this game soon.
is
Me and
the
my girlfriend gotta
punishment I
finish
deserve.
Fallout TV show and Dungeon Mishi. Well, I
I'm
think I'm
so,
closer to the end of
so
this game than I
sorry.
am the beginning.
It's all my fault. Why did I put something like that in a bear?
What? I've not listened to a
Great
thing this man has
Desert.
said.
Sandstorms.
Dart did meth while he visited LA. I mean, hey, I had a lot of fun.
Now that you mention
The meth
it,
helped.
I think I came across a teddy bear once.
You know, you don't have to go to LA to do
At
meth.
Matrix 11's
You know, speaking of
underground
drugs,
hideout
I
in the Great
read that the
Desert.
Biden
Maybe
is
I
going to
can check,
decriminalize
in
marijuana
case.
from like Title 1 drug to like Title 3.
I deserve this. It's my punishment.
So it'll go from like
Can't
being in the
tell
same
if it's
category as like
punishment or
heroin and
monosphere.
cocaine to being in like the
Or maybe
same
the one
category as
with
like
some other
Tylenol and
thoughts.
codeine. That only took way too long. What games do you plan on streaming next? I might stream that Indica game that's coming out in a few days, because I played the demo of that and I really enjoyed it. So possibly that. So that'll probably be like my next set of streams, since I don't think that'll be a very long game. Other than that, I don't really have anything planned beyond that, other than like some older games that I want to make classic Sin videos out of.
Enya, What's wrong? You're not singing like usual.
Well, the thing is, it's Sue. He hasn't come here recently. I've also heard that he's seeing someone else.
What that guy's saying anything important? He's just like an
Do you
NPC
think
giving
you
a side
will
quest. I'm not
abandon
gonna do.
I don't think Sue would do a thing like that. Please, don't worry. This might just be a misunderstanding. Where exactly did you hear this?
I heard it from Beau, one of Sue's colleagues. Eve, I'm sorry to bother you with this, but I can't leave here because of my legs. Can you ask around for me and maybe find out what's going on?
Okay, just hang on. There's no reason to be so anxious.
Thank you very much.
Hold the button to view. What is this? Talk to Beau. Enya became depressed after hearing that Sue is cheating on her. Robots doing this to each other, huh? We're the robots. Yeah, people in this world don't have sex. What are you talking about?
What brings an angel here?
I heard that you've been saying some strange things about Sue.
What? Oh, right. You probably heard that from Enya, didn't you? But I guess that's not that important. I haven't seen Sue at all for the past few days now.
Sorry, Sue's
You forgot
abandoned
caps
his
lock was
post.
on? Too late.
He's
Execute
not
it.
the type to do something like that.
There is no
That's
forgiveness
exactly
for
what I'm
excessive
saying.
caps lock.
I wonder...
You made me
What
think you were
happened to
very upset.
I'll have to investigate these in the right order. Do you know who Sue was meeting up with without Enya's knowledge?
I am not doing this side quest.
I couldn't say for certain. They were far away.
Ah,
Schedule
All
3
right.
drugs are class 1 misdemeanors, so
complicates things.
hopefully this puts a dent in the prison industry. That'd be nice. It'd be very nice if there was less people in prison. Did I ever find this dude's scissors?
I'll be waiting here, Angel.
No, you're gonna go out of business because I ain't getting you. You can't find a pair of scissors, dude. You like how apparently Koreans do that thing the Japanese do where the heads bob or no? What do you mean?
You must be the angel. Sorry, but can you spare a moment?
what's going on?
I normally wouldn't get a stranger involved in Sentinel's business, but...
Dude, can you hurry it up? I'm standing under sparks here.
I can't afford to send a search party.
What happened?
As you know, Naytibas are unpredictable creatures. Finding a new variant is not even a big deal.
Head shake like the
As long
bobble
as we can
dolls. I'm
handle
thinking that's just mainly like algorithmic
This
animations.
particular new variant recently appeared in the wasteland, so we've been keeping an eye on it. But one of my scout teams has not returned to Zion yet.
You were
New
6 foot,
variant,
you're only
you say?
5'9", 5'10"
Yes,
now. How did you
a
shrink?
formidable monster. Its entire neck and shoulders had evolved into a weapon. I'll send you the coordinates.
Am I liking the game? I like
There's
the
an
gameplay, the
abandoned
combat.
coil storage facility in a remote
I'm
corner
not too
of the
wowed by the
wasteland.
rest of the game,
The
other than
scout
like some
team was
character
guarding the
designs here and
area.
there.
So, you want me to find those sentinels?
Yes. Thank you.
Need to remember to activate these phones from now on. Chaos. Chaos. Well, people saying that if Stellar Blade gets a sequel, it should be about Taki. I feel like a lot of people like Taki's design way better. Because it is, I think it's like clearly her design is, especially when she was like in the boss fight. That was some cool looking shit.
Eve, I've been waiting for you.
Do you have good news?
I do. Well, I finished customizing the Taki device. So, you can now use Taki's weapon and skills.
Really? I didn't think that kind of thing would be possible. That's amazing, Lily.
What's up,
I'm
Emo?
sure
How you
Taki
doing,
would
man?
have been happy to see this.
I'm lurking while playing Fallout 3.
work.
Wow, so many people have gone back to Fallout. Maybe I should play Fallout 3 soon and make a video on that. Tacky mode. Equip Tacky's memento. Wait, we can become Tacky? That's such a weird double trigger. Tacky Blade, and use its powerful skills. Tacky energy is charged during battle with enemies. Attacking or defeating enemies charges more Tacky energy. Tacky energy, by the way. Press L3, yeah, that's our devil trigger. Enter Tacky mode. Tacky energy depletes over time after entering Tacky mode or when attacked by enemies. Tacky mode ends when all Tacky energy is depleted by pressing L3, R3 again. Note that beta or burst energy does not charge during Tacky mode. Also, you will be unable to damage the enemy's balance. Say Tacky one more time. Well, got to what's called, you know. Well, I'm glad this thing is mostly filled up. Fires 3 destructive energy rings and downs hit enemies. After a perfect parry, hold square, then triangle, or after perfect parry, hold that. Perfect dodge, hold square. Perfect dodge, hold square. It's into defensive stance to counter enemy attacks automatically. Interesting. Judgment. After perfect parry, hold square. Yeah, we'll grab that one. We're using judgment counter. Can only be used if judgment counter is successful. Attacks quickly and downs enemy. So after you use this, you hit triangle. I would never remember to do that. We're just going to save points for now. Do you know what day it is today? Is it April 30th? You know, the day George Washington was made president, and also the day Biden went on his first date with his future wife. Jack, do you know what today is? Think I would forget such an important event?
Something need fixing?
That's right, George Washington took off as the first president of the United States. But more importantly, oh, I remember, it's our first date. Is this game any similar to Nier Automata? It doesn't play like a Nier Automata, since Nier Automata is a Platinum game, and they have their own way of playing. This plays more like it's Sekiro, but has definitely designs that they were clearly inspired by Automata as well, in terms of thematics and theming and world. But the gameplay is more like Sekiro, where it's very fast-paced, aggressive. Aggression is rewarded, so it's heavy countering and dodging.
Eve, Lily. I just realized we forgot about the legacy we retrieved at the Matrix.
That's right. We left it in the tetrapod.
I'll go and get it.
Great. Let's check it out.
I'm worried about what this one is going to be about.
Day 52, after the second dive. 5th record. Legacy account Raven. I am the lone survivor. The truth always lets me down. I have gathered a good amount of information from the lab's records and the memories of Legion soldiers. We've always followed the instructions of Mother Sphere to the letter. She was our guiding light, our salvation, our god.
Vertebrae deterioration,
However,
ligament
in truth,
narrowing?
Mother
Oof.
Sphere was a powerful
Sorry about
artificial
that.
intelligence created by mankind. In the distant past, there was an engineer named Raphael Marx. He was her creator. Mother Sphere brought great prosperity to mankind, but she seemed to have changed her mind upon the creation of Andro Eidos, her self-made counterpart. After seeing the limits of humanity and the potential of Andro Eidos, she decided there was no room to spare for mankind. Our god is not the god of humans. Then why do we worship Mother Sphere? I don't know anymore. The more I learn, the more questions I'm left with. Everything puzzles me.
So much controversy. You play Fallout 3, make sure you download Broken Steel? Yeah, I probably would.
A being that was created.
With our own hands.
Chad, did you ever think God might be evil? That's this game's philosophy now.
Destroy us.
This information is full of errors. It's just not credible.
It's heresy.
Usually, things only exist because people make them.
You want to do eye surgery? I wouldn't mind getting LASIK at some point so I could stop wearing glasses.
That's blasphemy! Sacrilege!
Right. Sorry.
This game to the standard bikini equals 2 billion defense. That actually, if you if you wear no clothes, you actually are more in danger. You take more damage. So they actually punish you for wearing less.
At least for the humans left here. Maybe you too will come to feel this way.
Anytime in Asian entertainment, and they show a close-up of a person's face while they talk, so it's meant to like cast suspicion on them.
If this is true.
Ah, yes.
You have to do repeat laser eye surgery to keep up. Every couple of years, yeah, you need a touch-up.
We need more information. Adam, please take me to Abyss Levois.
LASIK's definitely worth it.
Are you ready to leave?
I think it's like $2,000 to it, so it's not terribly expensive. Yes, take me to Abyss Levois. Actually had an eye appointment recently and the doc said my left eye may be getting close to warranting cataract surgery. So you're getting like early cataract. My mom has had cataract surgery. It definitely helped her out when she had it done. The thing is with cataracts though, is they make you wait until you're practically blind before they'll even do it on you. Because they can only do because even cataract surgery, they have to do like touch-ups every few years to like clear off crystals that form in the new lens they put in there. And they can only do that so many times. So they basically make you wait as long as possible between, for every single step of it. Oh, we drive another Boeing vehicle here? I see how it is. It was 10,000 a few years ago? Yeah, I think it's only like 2,000 usually for LASIK these days. They used to have to do LASIK, well it wasn't LASIK, they'd have to actually take a special scalpel and do it, but now they have a laser machine that does it for them, so it's way cheaper.
From all the sand. We'll have to walk from here. Are you okay with that, Eve?
No problem. Please support me with the drone.
All right. You can trust me.
I'm here too. Don't you worry.
Even seasoned scavengers get lost in the Great Desert.
Hey, how's he controlling the drone right now when he's right there? This is the guy that's always controlling the drone that is also right here that he's not currently controlling. I'm aiming at his head game. Making the bullet ricochet around him.
Tell me if you need anything. Visit any time if you need enhancements, crafting, or up.
Alright. Look at our mission. Okay, I've got it Beta trance increases beta energy recharge by 12%. Increases max burst energy by 600, huh? Weirdly, I can see fine enough. It's more about the cloudiness showing up on the photos I took of my eye that made them consider surgery. Also, I'm not even 30 and have had cataracts, and yeah, sometimes people just get them young. It's just like a genetic thing. Wait, they already had a... Why did they have 2 desert biomes in this game? Was 1 not enough? No, we really freaking love deserts. We need more. I was at least expecting a little something different. Alright, solar power. Okay, we have a solar tower. Yay. And abyssal war. Did you want to... I don't know, something different besides deserts would have been nice. How dare you? Have you encountered any poison swamp? Actually, no. No swamp. Like electronics are better than men for you ladies.
All around us, it's just sand.
You've given up the battle already, huh? My brothers, do not give up your sacred place to electronics.
Not all
Fight the good fight, get better.
Like me exist.
You can do it, I believe in you.
Looking for screws in the desert.
Well, it's a very common thing on Earth.
Game has wet enemy design?
There are definitely issues with this camp as well.
Oh, we gotta do the tower if we want to use the camp.
Seems as though there's a problem with the power supply. The trouble is that the solar tower is in the middle of that giant sandstorm.
I must train you? What do you want me to teach you?
Let's look for the sentinels around here. Maybe
just pay attention, they'll tell you themselves.
Okay.
Reboot. Locate a sentinel. Gonna go back to lurking and gaming. Hey, you engage the way you want to engage, man. But thanks for stopping by and saying hello, though. They're all squishy and they squelch when you hit. And that's why you call it... That's most enemies, when you hit them with a sword, they will make squelching sounds as you cut into their body, yes. Gotta get this tower activated so I can use the save points, chat. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. Hello, Dartigan and his flock. How are you? Chat, they called you the flock. You really are turning into like a cult group. So, I need something to get me through the sandstorm. How long before I can see the person I call with my brain mod? How long before I can see the person I call with my... you were talking about brain mods. I don't know. Supposedly that's like gonna be something maybe in the next decade or two. Like they're currently they're testing a lot of like brain computer apparatuses with people. But right now it's really only being like considered for people who have like debilitating injuries or illnesses. And not just like your common person. Cult of Dartigan interrupting a void. Well, I probably shouldn't be interrupting my own cult's orgies, though. Should be more careful around that. Is the thing I need here? What is it I need? I need a scavenger or something? Locate a sentinel. Like it says is that it? What's up, Polygraph? How you doing?
Angel.
Are you okay? Something needs to be done. The damage is severe.
Never mind. That's not important. I actually have a favor to ask of you.
Tell me more.
The captain thought the Great Desert Sandstorms were an anomaly, enough to warrant an investigation from our soldiers. Our
May her
wasteland
booty is
squad
shiny today.
was assigned the mission
My her, but well, she is in the desert.
searching the remains
Very
of the
reflective
colony
material.
and looking through the archives and the ruins. We found out that it was a malfunction in the terraforming system that left the area barren and covered with sand. There's a tower to the south, but the sandstorm is blocking the view from here. We used the service drones to restart the solar tower, to restart the flow of energy through the system.
Hey, let's get to healing first.
It's all right. We got 4 service drones and made our way to the control tower.
Can you please hurry up?
Not to expect some crazy Natiba to be there. It means that many of those under me were killed, and I barely escaped with my life. Angel, maybe you. The drones we collected before were probably dumped somewhere near the tower. Activate all the drones and get the tower up and running again. If you succeed, it will be a great kindness. My companions will finally be able to rest in peace.
All right. I'll take care of it. You focus on your injuries.
This is what happens when a character isn't like dead before they can like get all the important information across. You just wind up wishing they would die because they just talk so slow. Reactivate the lost service. Oh god, I hate this. Oh. Oh. Ugh. All to get my freaking like save points working, huh? Alright. Seriously, it's just the way it is. Are any of you ladies going to deny that electronics are more reliable than... here's what I will tell you. Every woman's different, man. Some women, that answer is going to be yes, some not yes.
Let's go and take a look.
Trying to paint with that broad of a brush might be one of your problems. Where are the drones at? All over here. Do women goon? Yes. They do a lot. This is looking a little poisonous over here. It doesn't seem to be hurting me any. Stop saying electronics. That somehow makes it sound weirder. A little bit. I had to figure out what he was talking about at first. Alright, we've got a robot over here. You're a fan of your electric kettle, always heats up. You're dependable, reliable, does what it says it's going to do. Is gooning pledging your allegiance to a cartoon? Actually, gooning is deciding you're going to subscribe to Dartigan on Patreon. When you, I'm going to goon now means I'm going to like go watch these classic and DLC sin videos. Wow, they're awesome. I'm going to goon all the time now. Again, I think. Really? But hey, thank you. I'm glad you're like pitied me because of that joke. Okay, so I can't find a way to get up here to get my stupid robot because they want me to do more climbing puzzles on top of the climbing puzzle I will have to do. Wait, can I do like a wall run, maybe? Nope. I shoot that crate off over there. I don't know, I'm out of ideas already. Maybe I need another ability that I don't have yet that lets me like triple jump. I don't care anymore. I'm getting back to the main quest. Fuck it, I don't need a save point. This is boring.
You fuck young boys, Valdez.
So rude. Really? You would accuse someone of that now? While we're looking at completely, like, of-age women. Who's the main villain in this game? Good question, Hideous Angel. There isn't one right now, other than, like, possibly something called the Alpha Nativa. That we've seen a total of, I think, one time. Other than that, there is no real villain. Another thing this game is a little bit lacking in is like, well, hey, can you like motivate the player to really want to go out there and kick this thing's ass? Maybe. Alright, which one am I headed? That way. Oh cool, I gotta go. This level sucks. I gotta go around again because like there's a gate in the way. Alright, I have to go around the mountain. Can't get over this way because there's a gate in the way. Fucking hell, mate. Maybe I can get over, I don't know. We'll see. Nope, invisible wall here. There's quicksand this level. Quicksand is not real though. Sorry, that's a stupid thing to do. Quicksand isn't real, but it can be in our video game, Dartigan. Actually, I think this level would like make this lady's like footwear really difficult choice because this is walking on sand in heels alone is not like gonna be pretty difficult. Hey, you kind of suck ass. Western, you have a good day, man. What? Huh? Oh, it's one of these. Oh, I see. I don't think I have enough bullets to really pull this off. I only got 9 shots. Some of those are at a real distance, you know. Yep. Yeah, I need to get over there, but I have... Am I missing, like, the coloring... like, the yellow paint that let me, like, know where to climb? I don't see any... Oh, there was the yellow paint. Shit.
The service drone. Looks like the body's still intact.
Back to work. Hey, Polycarp, see you later, man.
He said there are 4. I hope the rest are still okay.
Did you say that this game is to Nier as Liza P is to Bloodborne? No, I would say this game is closer to Sekiro than it is Nier Automata. You know, it's different enough to be its own thing, I think. Constantly just comparing it to other games is, yeah, it's getting a little old to me. So yeah, its inspirations are there, and there can't be missed. But you know, it's not really enough to. It's not really a rip-off, I would say.
This sentinel. Yeah.
Have fun, everyone. Finally got
Looks
the
like
cell
one of
towers
these.
back to working under again after the tornadoes. Maybe I'll catch up someday. Lol. By the way, me and the family made it away safe and sound, but also, well, I'm glad you're all right, man. Hey, hopefully things continue to improve. I didn't even know that you've been like wrecked by a tornado. Damn, I'm just learning things. Hope to see you in a stream again, though. Alright. Where's my next target at? Next close one is over here. Shadow Goon. Shadow Goon sounds like the villainous organization in a Street Fighter game. Welcome, Kyle and Ryu. Or Ryu and Kyle, whatever his name was. Kid and Ryu. Welcome to Shadow Goon Island. Oh, well, I would be a great Street Fighter enemy, wouldn't I? For now, I shall thirst after the shiny butt, throw some stank on it. This butt can't get dirty. How will you realize this? That would go, I'm pretty sure they have like design rules in their design document. No dirt on the butt. No real reason to post this other than I'm in the middle of finishing my assignments for the week, so I wanted to trigger the nerves in people's knees and backs. Return the slab. Turn the slab. It's lost on me, but hey, I'm sure someone got it. For now, I shall. But I honestly thought when you're running for you thirst for now, you're gonna thirst after her, but then you were like, now I will thirst after you. I've kind of gotten used to that comment, sadly. Shouldn't be. Goonies never say die. You know what? This always talking about everything gooning these days has, I think, cast a negative light on the the classic 80s movie, The Goonies. Return the slab or suffer my curse. Oh, so this is like a mummy thing. Chat, when do you think mummies are going to come back into being popular again? There's like the classic monsters have their time and then they disappear for a time.
Requiring maintenance detected. Leaving now. Leaving now.
Mission seems to be going smoothly. Monster with a saw on its head. There's 4. I didn't know there's 4 of these goddamn drones I had to reactivate. Just started online classes a week, so I'm at work, school, grind right now. Good luck on that. They tried that with Tom Cruise's Mummy and it didn't work, so well, it's because they got Tom Cruise in it. I can't really picture Tom Cruise fighting mummies. You know, now that, what's his name? The guy who played in the original Mummy movies is back in, like, in the good graces of everything. After all the stuff he went through. Why not have him playing a new Mummy movie? He'd probably do that. And people would freaking love it. What hit me? Where the hell did you even come from? Ben Fraser, he's a wholesome guy. Yeah, but he got taken advantage of pretty badly from what I hear. It's one of the reasons he was like blacklisted for so long. Likely a dumb question, but what is the point of this game? We're trying to kill the Alpha Nativa. That is really it. They did not put a lot of work in this game's story. It is by the numbers. Dirt simple. It's just not interesting plot-wise. And that's why it's really all about just being stylistically cool. So those games, maybe a sequel will be able to finally get things right. Robot number 3.
Service drone initializing. Complete. Service link created. Nearby facilities now operational.
This game did not live up to the hype. In terms of like combat, it is pretty good. I never got really that hype over it, other than I was expecting a good action game, and it is a good that. Even the trailers never made it seem like there was much of a plot to speak of. And the last robot is over here. I should have missed it. It's got cool design elements, I will say that much. Some of the character designs are, like, literally some of the best I've seen in a while. It just doesn't really know... they didn't really hire good writers, I guess, for it. Or mission designers, for that matter.
Service drone activated. Facility confirmed. Leaving now.
Okay, now what? Operate the solar tower control panel. You like the music? I said the music is good, but I do feel like it's a little too similar throughout the entire game. Oh hey, it's this boss again. I just want to activate a tower so I can have checkpoints this level and they make me fight a boss for it. And I don't have many heals on me either. It's a stronger version of the boss, I thought. Let it attack you and you get to draw a card. That's how it works, huh? Hey Jim, what's up, man? Oh yeah, I need to try out my tacky mode on it. I'm a one-winged angel, chat. We don't have to do this. I just want to like activate the climbing tower so I can like save, get checkpoints into it, dude. Ooh. Oh, I was about to heal. Yeah, use the pump. I don't care. You get the judgment nut.
What a horrible monster. This is revenge for the Sentinels. All right then. Let's get back to fixing this tower.
They're really making me work for my save points, chat. They really are. Why does she have the one wing form? That's my devil trigger. That's from like the memories of our friend Tacky. Was that a sentinel tire? A sentinel tire. Perhaps.
All systems clear. Solar tower status normal. Reboot successful.
You hate it when people criticize shows or games by saying what it's not like. Example, comparing FF7 Remake to the original. Well, I do think you have to compare Remake to what it originally was, because it's technically a sequel to it.
Great. This is it.
But, now we finally can save our
Once
game.
again being supplied to the camps. They should work again as intended.
What gives you strength to goon? What? You need strength for that?
The mission has been accomplished, Mew.
I'm glad he died so he can't talk really slowly to me.
Maybe he went to go and be with them.
Didn't you tell me a devil? I knew a devil trigger was coming eventually. I had an entirely unused, like, yo skill tree.
Mew's last path must have been a peaceful one. May your memories live on. Forever.
You deal with a... What is this? You deal with this in theater a lot, in particular with Shakespeare adaptations. There's really, really good ones. Are you talking about like people complaining about something because of what it was and what it is now? Need a good imagination to goon. We have goon scientists in chat tonight, chat. Goon experts. Make your questions now. Alright, now we can go to our actual location. And here I thought Sephiroth got bored messing with Cloud. That's the thing about Sephiroth and why he isn't that great of a villain. He does just kind of seem bored. Yeah, he's like, hello, I'm waiting, Cloud. You know, I always like FF7, but I've never been a big Sephiroth fan. I had to be honest with you. He's just like, I don't know, he doesn't have enough personality to be interesting to me compared to something like Kefka or like Artyom. He just comes in this like anime, like cool bad guy phase of a lot of entertainment that I wasn't a big fan of. Fun fact, every English VA of Sephiroth has been voiced by a Superman actor. I've heard that little factoid before. It helps that Sephiroth is usually a pretty Superman is a very boring character himself. He's just the opposite of Sephiroth in that regard. He's the good boy version. These things are a pain in the ass to fight. Do you prefer the wacky villains like Kefka or Artyom over someone like Seymour and Sephiroth? I definitely prefer like Kefka and Artyom and even Kuja over like Seymour and Sephiroth. Like Seymour just is like a loser to me. He was never really that good of a villain. He's just like fun to laugh at. He's just like a fail villain, I would say. He's not even the main villain of the game. He just wants to become the main villain and he fails at it. And then deludes himself into thinking he is at one point. Whereas like Sephiroth and I would say also Ultimecia are just like boring, like I'm evil for like the sake of it now and I don't really like take anything seriously. Even like the people who have made their all the way to my like very feet and now challenge my godhood. Like, come on. Take your opponent seriously. That's usually, I never really like a villain who doesn't take his opponent seriously that much. Unless they're really good at and have a lot of like weird style and how they do that. They're gonna have something going for them other than just like being ominous, I think. That was really, I think the only reason Sephiroth kind of worked is that he was very ominous because you don't really see him very much in the original game. You just like catch glimpses of him outside of the flashback. So it just built up like he's this ominous, like looming figure of death until he finally actually acts. So now in like remake stuff, he's like more present throughout the entire game. And it just doesn't, he doesn't really have that same ominous feeling despite them showing him doing more. Okay, we got a lot of points to spend after that. Gets into a defensive stance to counter enemy attacks automatically. Hacky energy consumption is reduced, so that'll last longer. Alright, so for our burst abilities, comes high and then releases burst energy. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Maybe the reason I like Sephiroth is because he's hot and he kills Aerith. Well, for some ladies, the hot evil Bishonen is all they need. Can I introduce you to Sashomaru from Inuyasha? He'd probably also be up your alley. Since I think Sephiroth was actually just ripping him off. did Inuyasha come before FF7? Never really thought of that before. All right. Where I'm going. I'm still not where I need to be. God, where is this freaking abyss wall at? Arsenal fans call themselves Gooners. Inuyasha, the manga, came out in the 80s, so yeah, that's probably what they wholesale ripped off Sesshomaru for Sephiroth, because they are... Uh-oh. I can't like my... I'm on my ass! Uh-oh. Okay. I thought my ass would keep me buoyant. I didn't like sound like that. Here's that's not the case. It's really dumb. You can't even see like there's like you just dive. You start sinking. It's like right here. Yeah. Okay. I guess there's like animation to it. Interesting. You have a VO audition to do? Well, good luck with it. Say quicksand ain't real? Well, it isn't. Look, a video game is not proof of something physically existing, you realize. You also can't look this good without a lot of plastic surgery and perfect genetics. Sephiroth is more like Naraku, honestly. You just like dicking around and showing up. No, yeah, but Sephiroth has also got the cool, like, breathy sexlessness to him. Whereas I think Naraku's, like, entire thing is he got, like, really turned on by someone. Like, I want this woman all to myself. Well, I just realized I have almost zero memory of Sesshomaru, like, Inuyasha anymore. I think that was like one of the first things I ever watched on Cartoon Network. Or Adult Swim, I guess I should say. The silver-haired katana-wielding anime hot guy is just a trope that always hits. Well, yeah. It's easy to do, I would say. Quicksand exists is literally just muddy sand and you can get stuck in it. Yeah, I mean, that's just mud at that point. That's not quick at all. It's not like anything. The stuff that's depicted in entertainment is not real. Yeah, you can get stuck in mud. I've never denied that. And it won't usually sink more than like, down to like your knees or your waist. The chances of you actually sinking like past your head into quicksand is like practically negligible. Or like what they would call quicksand. Unless you've just gotten into some like a recently like emptied river basin. The amount of times Naraku escaped, well, that was the whole point of Inuyasha. It like never seemed like it could end because it's making the mangaka too much money. You mean Pitfall lied to you? Well, I've never played a Pitfall game. I just know it's like a guy running and swinging on vines. But yes, all entertainment with quicksand is lied to you.
I can see Abyss Lavoir.
What kind of facility is Abyss Lavoir?
There are some records of weapon research according to the map data we've got.
Does it have to do
You
with
hate that the Rurouni Kenshin game never hit the US market? I'm not, because that mangaka is a pedophile. And this is coming from someone who liked Rurouni Kenshin. Fuck that guy. I just like to think of Rurouni Kenshin being separate from him. Alright, so is this all quicksand or are we good? Have I played the 50, you mean Blood on the Sand, 50 Cent? No, I have not. I've seen it played though.
Another test?
You got my skull?
Yes, there cannot be any exceptions.
Then let's not waste any time.
This lady demands you fight her if you want to get through her doors. Ow, she probably didn't mean you do that for the test, Eve, where you take her spine out. Wasn't there two different? I only know of Blood on the Sand, which is like a Gears of War clone. Lady in Black is that she's too hot to stay away. Is this a lady or an android? Well, she's got some implants, definitely for sure.
Just as I heard, outsider. This place is deeper and darker than the last.
Again, her character design is so much better than ours. You had a mad crush on Yami Yugi when you were a kid. So good at being a psycho in the beginning. Oh, that's before like the card game was introduced, right? 2 implants most likely? Yeah, I see you understood what I was hinting at. Let's hope this level isn't as long as last night's level was.
No blade, just like in Altesse Lavoir.
Oh, it's another shooting segment.
Yep, no drone scanner either.
100 bits. I was wondering what happened to Eidos Interactive. They are now, whatever they are, they're now owned by Embracer Group. But they also, their name gets thrown around this for some
I
reason.
know I'm in safe hands with you, Lily.
Alright. I like the Resident Evil like style level from last night, so I don't mind another one. Who the hell is Embracer? Or however it's spelled. Never heard of those guys. They're a Swedish company, a holding company that bought up a lot of game developers and licenses the past couple of years, and then they were doing that thinking they were going to get a big Saudi Arabian like investment into their company that they used to make the games with afterward. The Saudi Arabian money never happened, and then they just then they got in a little bit of financial trouble. They ended up not having the money to make the games that they just bought. So it's led to them having to like cancel a bunch of games that were in development, lay off staff, and now re-segment the company into like 3 different companies. Let's upgrade the drone. Explosive shells. Slug magazine expansion. 40 slugs can be loaded? Yes, please. Attach the stinger missile pod to the drone. Maximum 24 stingers can be carried. Up to 5 stingers can be locked onto a target and fired simultaneously. Or, get this. I think this. Then we'll get the upgrade for the 50 slugs. Important question, is there a 10-hour sex scene in this game? If it isn't, not that gun. Well, the entire game is basically a sex scene for the player if they're jerking off the entire time. I think that's the intention. OSHA violations, that's what's happening. Like, what does that even do?
Right corner. Where is it?
Eve, this way.
I see it, I see it.
I'll find a way to shut down security.
So that begs the question, how are you playing this game so skillfully with one hand? I'm not engaging in that activity. Simple as that. Let's see, how do I do this without dying? Well, that's not the way. Look, she's got a lot on the front she can stand to lose, so she should be able to survive that. With her hair, yeah, that her hair would get caught in these things and pulled right into it.
Over here, hurry!
Well, oh come on! I was in the safe zone. Bullshit game. I even looked at my blood stain. It was like, that's the safe spot. Am I a Sailor Scout? I've never watched Sailor Moon in my life. Made it. Not even one random episode? No, I've seen like a clip or two and that's it. I think this is like what it's like to be in a car wash that has gone crazy, isn't it?
It's alive! Blow it up! That should shut down this area's security. The saw blades have stopped.
The car wash craves violence. I definitely, if no one's ever made like a killer car wash video game or movie, you now have an idea. He thought he was just going to get his Buick washed. He thought wrong. Blood at the car wash. Coming to a theater near you. Come on, you know you'd want to see that trash. You're like, you know, this looks like pure trash, but it's my kind of trash. Androids are raining down on our Earth. They keep coming and coming and coming. They are angels of death. They will kill us all. Our plans is the only hope. We must evolve. That is the only answer. Those machines will take over us. We must evolve and destroy the machines with the power of life. Kill Mother Sphere. Kill androids. Kill all machines. Long live the Human Liberation Front. For humanity. For life. For blood. You know, have anyone noticed that video games love making you push big metal boxes around recently? Is this a schizophrenic YouTube comment? I don't know. Did you say anything particularly schizophrenic? Or are you asking if there's a schizophrenic stream? Or are you gaslighting me and trying to make me think I'm schizophrenic? Why cannot this fit through door? Oh, is it not meant to? Oh, it is not meant to. All these squares make a circle. Okay. Don't forget the killer pool. Did that movie ever come out yet? The killer, like the the haunted pool movie. I saw YouTube ads for it. It's like, you know what? This looks dumb as hell. But you know what? The concept is so brave. I would never think of it like, you know what if we had a haunted pool?
It's blocked. What now?
There was a control panel for the gate in the control room back at Altes Lavoir.
We should all play Fortnite together. Team Rum. Fortnite. I don't know if I have many people who play Fortnite who follow me. Where my Fortnite gamers at?
We're gonna have to move that. Eve, watch out!
Did anyone get godded by that jump scare? Anyone get godded officially? Alright, let me go check the other path before we go over there. Travel to control, yeah, I know, game, but I want to look around. I want to... Games don't trust you anymore, Chad. They just don't.
This place, it feels off somehow.
I think you're right. There must be something lurking here.
I believe this is a combat arena. These
We're
sections
safe
give you dead. Yeah, they do very much resemble Dead Space. Added to the list of games this game was like directly inspired by, and you can see it clearly. Oh, we got the planet. We even got the planet diving suit from it.
Not enough reward.
Not a mechanic suit, mind you. I think that's just like a suit I'm currently wearing though with a different color. Mike, have a good night if you're. Like I said, I honestly would prefer the game be like this rather than the sword combat. This is kind of rules actually when it does these moments. Let's see.
It reminds me of that research lab.
There must be a panel to open the gate.
Yeah, can we get the South Korean Resident Evil next, please? I'd very much like to check out that. The suit on the cover? I thought this was the suit on the cover.
That seemed like it opened a vent, not a gate.
The weird pseudo-Russian game you played, the demo, the one that was like a 2D plus like, it's like 2D from a point and then you go into first-person mode, and yeah, that was a hard game to play. I'm interested in that game because the aesthetic, but trying to play it was really frustrating. So if they haven't fixed that, I don't know if I'd want to play it. Hot Resident Evil, you know, Resident Evil used to be hot. It actually still is. That's wrong. Like, show me one character you can think of it. You know, this one isn't hot. They've exclusively made them all pretty. Doesn't have the coat. Oh, you're right. You know what, let's try out the explosive shell. Explosive shell kind of suck. Nemesis be pretty honey, definitely works out. Yo, Nemesis, what your routine, bro? What about morale from Look, I'm talking about the human characters, not the ones that are intentionally made to be disgusting and revolting. The cultivation experiment is proceeding as expected. You can obtain energy from solar panels, electronic, you lose 40% of the body. You can lose 40% of your body and still survive. Would you like to observe the test subjects? It's contagious and random, citizen. The first part is attack power, defense power. Well, here's my thesis for this plot based on what I've learned. Androids and cyborgs and Mother Sphere are the bad guys. The remaining humans infected themselves with a Resident Evil style mutagenic virus that has turned all of humanity into these monsters you see to fight against them. That seems to be what they're going for. Ada is the hottest Resident Evil character.
The gate security is down.
I think it's either her or Jill, honestly, yeah. If we're gonna like talk man discussions, like who's the hottest? Who to be the hottest? No love for Barry. Look, Barry is like a very masculine, manly man. And I appreciate that.
Eve, watch out!
Now we'll try the explosive shells out. But I do wish Barry had his own game. Rather, the only other thing he's appeared in was Revelations 2, and he's like that's like a dual protagonist. Barry should actually get his own game, I feel, because he was really good in that one. This way, right? Let me buy ammo. Barry was the best part of... Yeah, but he has some good moments in that, actually. Explosive shells. Yeah, we're almost done to those. Not fun of the, you're not a fan of the voice acting, but no one is. That was like the one thing everyone universally did not like about Resident Evil 4 Remake, was Ada felt really flat.
Get them!
How has the game been so far? We're in like another Resident Evil style section right now, which is actually my favorite part of the game. The Resident Evil style, or Dead Space more like, sections are like really good. So much so that I think they should have dropped whatever they're doing with the katana or like melee stuff and gone with this. Sexy Dead Space would have been a pretty good game too.
This looks like the place we saw earlier, the old research lab.
This looks more like a factory than a lab.
Hmm. Ow. Made me use up all my ammo. You know, I can't wait till we have floating platforms in reality chat. How did they do that though? How do you just make metal float? Oh fuck. Why'd you jump? Why? Why'd you do that? I didn't jump, she just walked off the side. Okay, this developer really needs to learn how to do platforming right if they're going to include so much of it into their games. Anti-grav generator is either built into the actual platform, but here's a question. Why when you can just build a stable catwalk that doesn't require power? It never do make that much sense, does it? They think they know engineering, but they do. They don't. I tried to make that. No, they don't. They think they know, but they do. Because video games, yes, video games must always go rule of cool over everything else. Sometimes I forget. You enjoyed the platforming stuff? It wasn't that... it's just not good, is the play I'd say about the platforming. It's like, definitely like some underdeveloped compared to other things. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to buy slugs. Wait, I got max slugs? I just use them all up. Alright. Sci-fi gobbledygook makes it float. That is really the case. It is just sci-fi gobbledygook. That's what people like about sci-fi. Well, at least we're not dealing with the squid-headed people in this one.
Find a panel.
Have a good night. Iris, have a good night if you're leaving. Or if you're even still here. Because I think I saw this message late.
Unlocked.
Wonderful. What is wrong with people? I don't know. What are we talking about? Give me the discussion topic and I will tell you exactly what is wrong with everyone. New video title, by the way. Everything wrong with people. Yo, didn't you just give me, like, a save station? You're being a little over generous here now, game. How would your ranking of non-software Souls games looks like? Neo would be my favorite one that's non-Souls-like that I played. Next would probably be Liza P. I have actually not played that many non-From Software Souls games. Thought you were gonna say everything wrong with everyone. That's getting a little bit too close to a famous movie title now.
Eve, did you see that?
The other side of the gate is crawling with natives.
But this looks like the only way we can get inside.
I'll try to find a way to unlock the gate.
Everything wrong with people, you'll be dead from old age. You know what? People aren't that complex. In fact, that might be what's wrong with most people. They're not complex enough. Chat, can you tell that my cat has been keeping me up late at night? She won't sit still on the bed anymore. Because I've recently had an electrical problem in my apartment, so I can't have my white noise fan going. And so I have to leave the door open to let my bedroom stay cool enough to like be comfortable. So Dex is always getting in my bedroom, and I normally don't let her in the bedroom because she just will not sit still and let me sleep. So I've constantly had to have Dex just like crawling around my bed, not picking a spot and sleeping there, but just always crawling on top of me, jumping over me, moving around. She's been keeping me up. I'm being sabotaged my energy levels by my cat. She doesn't know that I've made her famous, that people are literally paying money to see pics of her. And this Xiaomi treats me. This is how, well, I can't even speak right. This is how she treats me.
Alright. Back to the gate.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, we're definitely asleep the past few nights. She needs you to move over. It's a plenty of big enough bed for like a small cat to lay on the end of it. She just doesn't want to like pick a spot. Well, that's a lot of them over there. Alright. This is turning into a Doom level.
That battle was amazing! It's a shame Adam had to miss it.
Is Adam
No,
still
Dartigan,
outside?
you need to make more room for her. It's her house. You're just the butler. I refuse to believe this until she pays the bills. That's a pretty cool sequence, though. I like that. Alright. Okay. Just a very upbeat music for a level like this.
I can see the exit on the other side, but
This won't be easy. Lily, let's go.
Hmm. Oh, no. Oh. Right. That's full. Save the points. Wasn't there a study that showed cats think humans are simply colossally huge retarded cats? Yeah, but how do we know that? I don't see how I mean, I think that's pretty much all animals kind of think that same way. At least once they've been domesticated. Like probably a farm cow thinks a human is just another cow. If they even do, though.
that switch should turn off the security.
They sure don't treat you like you're another cat most of the time, from my knowledge. So these are instant death lasers, I think, right? Nope, they just hurt.
Eve, the temperature is spiking.
Relax, Lily. I can still manage.
Well, we just had the Ada Wong, Leon Kennedy death. Name a more arrogant animals than cats. I almost said name a more arrogant animal than Karens. And I think I actually inadvertently did. Okay. I can do this. Okay, that was my window, but I couldn't get it back up. Isn't this just taking me back where I came from? The door over there? Whatever, I'll give it a shot. I guess it's a different area. You're horny? We can't do anything about that, I'm afraid.
Really scary.
This is the wrong YouTube you're on, I'm afraid. You need orange YouTube. I can see why you'd be confused, though, considering what we're playing tonight.
Eve, sorry for the wait. So, shall we head out?
Too late, we're already here.
What? How? Isn't the security system online?
Adam, can you check our proximity to the hypercell?
Give me a sec.
Hmm.
The hypercell is just past the research lab.
Hey Dart, how's it going? I'm pretty good, Base. How are you? What have you been up to? How are you thriving, or not thriving, in this scary world we live in today? Just kidding, Dart. No, you're not. Admit it. You can't take a declarative statement like that back. I won't allow it. I don't... Good, my new monitor came in today and I just finished setting it up. This thing looks awesome. Hey, I'm glad. I mean, hey, new monitor day is always a good day. It's like it's second best to new GPU day, I feel. If you want my opinion.
The entire research wing has collapsed.
Like nothing really tops new GPU day, but monitor day comes damn close.
The water is electrified with a lethal high voltage current.
So now what?
We'll have to use whatever we have at our disposal.
Ash. Ash is the only thing at disposal. That and Blad platforming. Dad jokes for days. Who's making dad jokes? You always read bass as bass. I think I sometimes accidentally say bass. Well, what the hell? Okay. I try to catch myself whenever I accidentally say, like, bath instead of base. Item worth? Not really worth. Dart called me base like the fish for a while. I think it's straight a week straight when I first started. I mean, yeah, because they spelled exactly the same. Well, technically not. Bass is spelled with B-A-S-S, I think, right? It just, my southern upbringing made me want to say bass, as in bass fish. Bass fishing, rather than base. But I eventually started getting it right. I put in the effort. Maybe you can get into fishing. I will never get into fishing. I liked fishing when I was a little kid, and I was apparently pretty decent at it, but I think for some reason I just stopped, and then I never would get into it again. Oh, cool, platforming. Okay. I feel like there's something over... Oh, yeah, there's something over there, all right. Can't get to it, though. Whatever. Collect cans. I haven't actually found any cans tonight. I feel disappointed by that, and myself.
Be able to get to the research building's entrance with the rope.
Okay. I appreciate you. You know what? There's nothing kinder than saying I appreciate you, I feel. Oh! Wait, I just came... Am I supposed to swing on the rope? Oh, yes. I think I'm supposed to swing. No, this is not a swinging rope. Why do you say I could get This is where I've already been, though. Hey, Lord X Rush is back with another gift bomb, chat. So, you know the drill. If you got one of those, precious memberships from him, send him a thank you. How you doing tonight, Lord? What have you been up to? Make sure you build that third diving suit. Yeah, I need to get to a machine that does it first. Come here, robot. I love that in the future they're still using rope. It's like one of those things that you never, will not have a use. Just got back from taking my wife on a date. Hey, look at the romantic over here. How'd it go? And where did you go? Dinner date? Entertainment date? Which one? Or a mix of the two. Chad, do you want to know a place I once took a lady on a date? And you may think it's funny or odd, but it was a pretty successful date. I took them hatchet throwing and hold on, and then into a rage room afterwards. So we gotta like throw axes at shit, and then we gotta break just throw axes at walls, and then we gotta break a bunch of stuff. Funner than you'd think, Very good stress reliever. Entering final sequence, commencing full combination assembly. Test subjects are weapons. Weapons are test subjects. Test subjects are humans. Humans mean humanity. Humanity means victory. We will annihilate Mother Sphere. We will annihilate Mother Sphere. For humanity, for life, for machine domination, to freedom, one with blood. Huh. Are we almost done platforming? I think we are. I think the last date I did was a home-cooked romantic steak dinner by candlelight. I cooked, and hey, that is perfectly fine. I like those. That is a great date, in fact. Saves you money as well. Personal question, but how often do you do leg workouts? I'm doing it 3 times a week. Don't know if that's too much. I usually do it twice a week. Is how I would put it. Like one day I basically upper leg, and then you'll above your calf, and then your thigh is the way I look at it. So first day is like thigh exercises essentially, and then the next day is like squats and stuff that also work out the calves and a few other things. So it's actually technically 3 parts, like hips, thighs, and calves is the way I think of it. Alright. I think it's this way. 3 might be excessive. I mean, it's perfect. Everyone's gonna have a different routine. Just because one person does it one way doesn't mean you have to necessarily do it the same way. So especially if you really want to hit legs, 3 is perfectly fine. I would just recommending doing them one after the other. Don't take a big break between it. Just so one day, so like 2 to 3 days that where you do all your leg exercises instead of like splitting them up. You're gonna lay down, Puff. Hope you feel better. Some Prince of Persia wall running. Well, I've never played a Prince of Persia game, but I think it's a little bit better than this game when it comes to platforming.
Look, there's a supply camp.
Nice. Let's take a second to regroup.
Right, so what we got clothing wise? Oh, this is the one I was told to make, right? The planet diving suit. Plus it's got the cool jacket. Sure, why not? Easier to use perfect dodge. Increases burst skill attack power by 30%. That might be really good. Attack power of beta skills. I think I'll just stick with my protection type Exo Spine right now. Seems like it's doing me pretty well. Finally, a decent costume. I actually think you would like the Prince of Persia. I mean, I've always wanted to play it, but for some reason it just never happened. Alright, didn't I unlock a new gear spawn with that or not? When do we get to like there's got I wonder where the tree is that unlocks the second Exo Spine slot. Oh well. We got melee protection, attack speed, and max shield. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. The tail is so weird. I was noticing it does look like she's got a bit of a tail on her now. I think this wow, I think that even makes the booty pop more. I didn't know it was possible. Charges more beta energy when attack lands. More effective than beta energy charge. Yeah, we want to make sure we have plenty of beta energy. Give the man some scissors. Sister needs a new... I'm fine with their haircut, honestly. No, let's not do that. The booty never stops. It can't... It's the marketing of this game. It can't stop. Can you already tell some wrong things about Stellar Blade? Yes, plenty of things I can tell that are wrong about it. Platforming is terrible. Plot is terrible. Characters are boring. Some of the level design is not that great. In fact, some of the hub area where you're like the city is at is the most boring part of the game. That being said, the character designs tend to be really cool. The combat is pretty good. I'm actually kind of impressed with the gun sections, like the one I'm in now. Have become my favorite areas of the game where you're no longer just swinging a sword around. But gameplay, most of the sins right now are basically like the plot is not very good at all or put together in any interesting way. This looks like a repeat of the boss fight I did the other night though. The one, you know, I guess they only have one gun boss fight. Oh, he's just got more yellow spots now.
It must have fed all the hypercell's energy.
I thought it before. Don't worry.
Can you like... Good. I swear this enemy is hitting me left and right, but it's doing like no damage to me. I don't know if going to the laser is actually worth it for those moments. Should probably be using explosive shells on it. Oh yeah, explosive is the way to go. You'll be lurking for a while? Hey, no problem, Celestial.
Not as hard as I expected.
Nice. Let's take a look at the hypercell.
That booty has got to stink. Now, thank you. Well, thank you for bringing up the topic. It's self-cleaning, alright? You don't have to worry about it. Thing dropped loot like it was a Diablo boss.
The hypercell is intact.
I also found a legacy. It's almost like it was planted here for us to see.
Where did I find that
I'm
at?
getting more and more curious. Let's
Oh, over there.
investigate.
Let's check it out.
Day 78 after the second dive. 8th record. Legacy account Raven. I have discovered an important record of human history. A war ignited by Mother Sphere broke out, and as previously recorded, humanity was defeated. Earth then became the stage for the Andro-Eidos. Andro-Eidos declared themselves the new human race. This new human race, with Mother Sphere at its heart, made tremendous progress and advanced humanity. And the surviving humans, the real humans, they evacuated to an underground facility. Some, led by Raphael Marx, waited here at this facility for an opportunity to strike back. During this time, the surviving humans evolved in order to gain the strength to face the androids. The result of genetic engineering.
God, are we the baddies?
Evolution. Beings that have lost everything. Everything but brute strength and survival instinct. That's what they've become. Monsters. The monsters that we're fighting are the Naytibas.
Are all lady cyborgs thick? So far, yes.
Naytibas. They were humans. Then, those we've killed so far, they were all humans.
We've reached the near replicant twist. It really is the twist from near replicant, isn't it?
But this production
Almost
facility
shamelessly
is
so.
definitely made for Naytibas. If the Naytibas were human, we, the ones fighting against humans, must be...
I swear the material of her suit has to be exactly the same as a condom for all that to fit that way.
Andro-Eidos!
The creatures brought into existence, created by Mother Sphere.
No! We're humans! Humans with complete bodies, perfectly in harmony with machinery and living tissue. Naytibas, on the other hand, are incomplete because they are made only of living tissue. They can't adapt to different environments, and they can't even survive in space.
But what if we were created to solve such imperfections?
What?
Then, why did Mother Sphere hide this truth from us?
Because it's bad.
I need to think.
And you would be thinking these, like, heretical thoughts if you knew the truth?
I don't think we can reach a conclusion about this on our own. I really do think we should talk to Orkul about all this.
Yes, let's do that.
I'm so glad you live stream on YouTube now. Thank you for the content, bro. Hey, Shaggy, thank you for stopping by my stream. I also stream on Twitch, too. I can dual stream to both. I'm also on Patreon now as well, with the classic and DLC DLC sins, if you feel interested in those. But still, thank you for checking out my stream. Hopefully you like it. We get kind of weird here, though, so hopefully you're into that. Like, just a minute ago, I compared her outfit to basically the same material as a condom. That's how weird I am. I just think of clothes and condoms. But yeah, if you want the Patreon, the link for that is below the YouTube. You can find it in the YouTube box. I'm gonna make a note about the condom clothes thing, by the way. That line might make it into the video. Condom clothes is gonna be my note.
Here. Excellent work.
Hey, Eve. I'll take care of the hypercell.
Orkul.
I see you have something you'd like to ask me. Perhaps you came across the library at Lavoir.
We would like to know the truth.
Yes. It is a long, long story. We are certainly human, but this was not the case not too long ago. It is true that those who came before were responsible for the creation of Mother Sphere.
The ones now referred to as the last surviving humans. They
The sort of mature stream, but not the weird. Yeah, this ain't like, yo, a gooning stream where we're like constantly like making you cringe. At least I hope not. We just have like full discussions and actually joke around and also have serious moments.
We're
I'm into your content. I just watched your Fallout video. Also, I have been watching you for a year on YouTube. Glad to see it doing well. You're kick-ass, bro. Question. I don't believe I have a Fallout video.
However, at some point,
I think you might have me mistaken for someone on that one, but I'm glad you like the rest of my content.
Humanity's survival depended on a reorganization of the species. And that conflict led to
Though I should make a Fallout video.
eventual extinction of the surviving humans.
Not a gooning stream? Well, you didn't know?
Can't be.
The few who escaped destruction were scattered to the winds, but some managed to flee and find shelter in the ruins in Lavoir. It was originally a facility for the purpose of genetically evolving mankind. After all, lifespans of the surviving humans were very short. That facility was the birthplace of what we have come to call Netibas. The records in the legacy are
You've been gooning this whole time, then you broke the rule. That's like a bannable offense.
We have been waging war on our own.
Now's the time. Fallout is a big deal because, yeah, so if I did, it'd probably be the easier one to send, which would be Fallout 3, I think, before I tried to do like Fallout 4 or like New Vegas.
The next Alpha Netiba cannot be found here on Earth. So, what do you plan to do?
And that'd still be a long playthrough. I don't really want to get back into another long one right now.
Change the fact that Netibas are our enemies.
All right. If we've come this far, we have no choice but to reach the nest through the Master Core. Give me the coordinates of the Alpha Netiba.
As you wish. When you return, I will tell you the rest of the story.
No, you tell me now. Why would you wait?
Or perhaps it would be better to hear it straight from the Elder's mouth.
Is her outfit made out of the same material as a condom? That's what I was saying earlier. It has to be that, you know, tight fitting. You gotta lube yourself up to fit into these clothes. But it's just space age material, Chad. Everyone in the future dresses like this.
So, you are leaving then?
Mm-hmm. I'd like to check that area for more information.
Understood. The next destination is the orbit elevator. I'm picking up Alpha Netiba signals at the very end of it.
At the end of the orbit elevator? You mean in space?
Space?
Yes, in space. Orbit Elevator 4 was operating fine until recently. But getting there won't be easy. Netibas have been surrounding it for a long time. I guess I'll have to come up with an infiltration plan based on the map data. Eve, make sure you and Lily are both well prepared before leaving.
I am. Ready to go. No dicking around. We don't need side quests. I don't need to make this game longer than it is. No side quests. Does her jacket make her breasts look bigger from the side? Well, jackets will poof out a bit more than like that, so I guess you could maybe think that. Not that she needs any help in that department. I really find it hard to read and take comments with so many emojis seriously. Hey, well, some people like using emojis, some people don't. And it also in streams, there will always be a lot of emoji usage. That's just how streams work, because I literally have an entire set of emojis you can use. The elk hooves really hikes everything up. Well, that's the now you discover the secret of why women wear them. My bad. No, you're fine, Shaggy. You did nothing wrong.
Lily, have you seen Adam?
He was right here a minute ago. I'm sure he'll show up soon. While we wait, Should we check the main body frame? So, Eve, because you've been gathering
And you have a gooning emoji. Well, I have like the rendered emoji on YouTube. Can't use that one on Twitch.
It might add some stress, but we could increase the socket count to equip an additional exospine.
I can have 2 spine?
That will be of great help during combat. Please get to this
Second
right away.
spine, chat.
Yep. Oh, hold on. This might sting a little. Just need to separate this.
Yeah, Twitch is pretty strict on what you can make into an emote.
Thank you, Lily.
It's all about using multiple emotes like Viva does to make something more creative than the whole exospine socket expansion. Okay. Range attack power, critical rate increases, reflex, shield regenerates faster when using guard, increases max burst energy, or increases attack power of combo attacks level 2 or higher, but let's go back to this one since it was already finished, so we can like level it up to max.
How could there be an Alpha Natiba in the orbit elevator? If it hadn't been for
See, someone has forgotten their caps lock is on again.
Something need fixing?
Alright, let's increase that. Increases critical rate of combo attacks level 4 or higher by 30%. Only emote we need for this game, but you know, Twitch kind of killing off booty emotes actually. That's why you see so many like people making things that sort of look like a butt but aren't a butt on Twitch. Twitch is no longer has any bravery, chat. Nothing but cowards run it. I think I'm good. Well, that's good. What are we gonna do here? What do I want? Charges the enemy, then sweep attacks the surrounding area, stuns enemies, and triangle at a triangle circle. Or will be used after defeating an enemy. And I mean, ain't that great? Sending break damage enemy balance. Yes, please. Eggplant and peaches all over again. So I think Mario Land in Japan is closed because I think they're working on Donkey Kong. No, hey. Hope that's open by the time you get there then.
Are you already prepared to leave?
Listening in the car like a dart is on the radio making my way downtown.
And you, Lily?
Hey, I don't know if you were here earlier when I discussed I actually am giving like credit to the idea of starting up a new channel that'll just be an endless live stream of me reading books.
Eve is the one going to space anyway. You and I will be
You could just tune in and like go to sleep anytime you wanted.
I know, but
I have no idea if it'd be successful or not though.
So physical distance won't really matter. Okay?
What would I even call such a channel actually? Head to the orbital elevator.
Eve, just a reminder. We're heading into space.
Basically, yeah, I just need to record like a 12-hour, like 12 hours of me reading audio, and then I could like put that into a loop and then put it into like a program that streams constantly, 24/7. So there'd be like a live stream running at all times of me reading for people who like needed to sleep. If you head to the orbit elevator now, you can no longer proceed on any side missions, and traveling to other areas will be restricted. Yes, thank you. Don't mind if I do.
Take me to the orbit elevator.
Your playthrough makes me feel better that I didn't complete my fishing. So I didn't even play the fishing in this, so you got me beat. Do you have to buy like a fishing pole or something? Did you ever finish the side quest for the chick? I didn't do the cheating part of it, but I did do the first quest for her.
So Are you saying that's where the Alpha Core is? Adam, are you listening to me?
Oh, sorry. I got a message from Zion.
Is everything all right?
Something serious seems to have happened. I have to return to Zion.
Do you want to tell us what the serious business
But
is?
we've come this far. Okay, I'll go on alone. If I were to go back to Zion now, there's no way to know how things will change.
How close am I to the end of the game, by the way?
Drop me off, then head back to Zion. It's fine. I can do this alone.
Wait. I think I have a really great idea. You could leave the drone operation to me. Adam can take the hoverbike back to Zion while I operate. A perfect plan, right?
Lily, not just anyone is able to
You
operate drones.
don't do side quests, you're almost there. So could I finish this realistically tonight?
Decisions fast
And the stabilizer, scanner,
Because that'd be
and
really
link
helpful,
sensors
because
do
that'd
all
allow
the
me to
work for
finish my DLC Sin video tomorrow and put that up.
How did you?
3 hours?
figured
Okay,
it
we
all
won't be
out while
finishing it. There's 3
modifying the
hours
railgun.
left.
Went for some test drives too.
It still doesn't compare to the knowledge you gain from real experience. Do you agree with Lily's idea, Eve?
Adam, you can trust us. Go.
Do you not see how pretty we are? I've read something about the psychology of saying yes to pretty people.
You win. Don't overdo anything while I'm gone. I'm looking at you, Lily.
What was with that response? I love it when he admonishes me. This is the last stretch, but yeah, so I've got about an hour left of streaming tonight, so we definitely won't finish it, but tomorrow we'll be finishing it. How come we didn't get a section where we control the land speeder? Like a good 3, yeah, that leaves me enough stream for tomorrow then. I'm fine with that. I can still finish up all my editing on the DLC Sim video. By the way, subscribe to the Patreon if you want DLC Sims. I know I gotta find a way to make these shilling the Patreon things more entertaining. Otherwise it's gonna get real old. Like there he goes again, shilling his Patreon. I'd rather him just like be talking about, you know, fucking mobile games at this point. Chill us some Raid Shadow Legends, Dartigan. At least that'll be new.
Looks like it's time to show off my skills.
NordVPN. I wouldn't say it might be old, maybe. Well, it's not desperate. I mean, I have to grow it. Same way. It's not really any different from someone saying like and subscribing a video. The only way you can actually grow these things is by talking about them, sadly. If you just like never mention it, like very few people will ever like put in the effort of finding it. And there's like, even if they would actually subscribe to it, they don't know about it, and then it's just the nature of this kind of like, you know, making a business of a social media thing.
Let me check the connection. How is it?
I can hear you clearly.
Okay, there's no time to
I still think it's better than spending an entire minute or 2 minutes these days on YouTube videos talking about a product you never use. That was something I never wanted to do, because I don't want my videos to suck. Well, that's interesting.
The orbit elevator.
It was operational until recently. It's still transferring power from fusion
Why was it
cells,
operational if there's no one on Earth to use it?
dumping empty boxes out into space.
You personally use this product? Most of the time when I see YouTubers pushing like those products, they're almost never something the YouTuber themselves ever use. Or they're just being paid to use. Okay, this... disappointing, chat. No good video game snow here that leaves trails to it. Seen some YouTubers give a preview of their Patreon on their last seconds of their video to promote their page. That's what I'm, well, like I said, my Patreon, one of the perks of it is you get your name in the credits, and the people who subscribe at tier 2 and 3 get their name read off in the credits of GameSins videos, so it'll automatically get mentioned at the end of all my future GameSins videos. So there's that. And also I put the link to it at the top of all my older videos as well. I might also have, like, after my regular custom intro for a GameSins video, I might have like a 4 to 5 second little animation of like my GameSins logo with some text on it, say subscribe on Patreon for like classic and DLC sins, then it gets to the actual video. That way there's like a mention at the beginning and at the end. Who would agree? Without actually speaking at the beginning of it. Because I don't want to go too overboard with it. But just trying to hit my goal. How you doing? Yeah. What are the current like big like things that get pushed by a lot of YouTubers? Opera browser is one I've noticed. Like, or yeah, it's like use this browser made exclusively for gamers. To get all the NordVPNs. I feel like the Raid Shadow Legend era is kind of over. You don't see as many Raid Shadow Legend spots. At least I haven't. Only reason why I did the $15, well, it's actually only 13, not 15, but I thank you. But see your name in Deadly Print. Well, you can see your name in the chat in the credits of all three of them bring you your name to the end of the credits. All three of the tiers get you the name in the credits. It's just the one you chose gets your name read off as well. As a special thank you. These robots ain't doing so well here.
It seems like there are more parasitic machine types than animal types here.
Machine types are tricky.
What do you think of content creators starting their TikTok shorts as their normal stuff? So it turns out to be a setup for their advertisement, Manscaped, NordVPN. You mean the advertisements are a bit like tricky? They look like their normal content and they lead into the advertisement? I haven't seen that. I haven't really watched TikTok, so I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about, but I've seen plenty of like YouTubers who will like start talking about a topic and then they'll use that to like lead into how this particular software or like product they use really helps them out. Like a lot of news YouTubers like start talking about something and they're like, then that's what I use this service because it really helps blah 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 blah. You've probably seen a few of them like that. It's just like they're just trying to be like work in the ad without being so overt and seeming out of place with it. There's nothing technically wrong with it, it's just not me. Come here, doggy.
There's no path here. Should we take a look?
Do you think she's at all cold despite her, her outfit, chat? Do I watch anime? On occasion, yes. I don't really usually have a lot of time for watching anime. I read more manga than I do ever, watching anime. Because you can read a manga way quicker than watching a full-on anime episode. Like the last anime I watched, though, would have been the last animated season of JoJo, and I also watched the Demon Hunter anime a bit. Haven't caught back up with the Demon Hunter, though. Did I watch Edge? Yeah, I did watch Edge Runners. That was really good. Can't move. I feel so heavy. It's dark, cold. I'm sleepy. This game has to have some of the worst, like, world-building text on corpses that I've ever come across. It's a weird description, but you know what I mean. You mean Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer, yeah. The one with, like, the kid with, the little sister who's a demon. Ever seen Goblin Slayer? No, but I've heard about Goblin Slayer. I first heard about it once the anime for it launched, and apparently a lot of people like tuned into it only to realize the first episode is traumatic. And it's like meant to be like a gatekeeping episode, so if you can't handle the first episode, you can't really handle the rest of it.
Oh, there's a dam in the way.
It's all right. Let's scan it first.
Shit, I was trying to sneak attack him. Come on, Grievous, let's do this. Skip episode 1 and it actually turns after that. Well, I've always heard like episode 1 is like the episode like, hey, can you handle this? If so, you can handle the rest of it. It's alright, I've seen more traumatic things than whatever's in that. Well, I know what's in it, but I've seen more traumatic stuff. I mean, I've read all of Berserk, alright? That wouldn't affect me any. I've seen the rape horse of Berserk, alright? Once you've experienced that, there ain't nothing gonna shock you anymore. Actually, I think the most recent episode of Berserk came out, and it was actually pretty decent. Probably like the best episode or like chapter of Berserk since like the author the original author died.
I'm detecting something above that stream of water.
All right, so we got that ladder. We got this ladder over here. Confused because I thought humans became mutants to not be merged with. I don't know, but apparently there's like machine type mutants as well. Hmm. Can I like... How do you get on this? I think the anime I hear everyone talk about these days is Farron at the Funeral, right? That's the one everyone's like, oh, that's so good. I guess we can't get in there right now. Farron, it's like some kind of elf girl who's like very old, and she's like was part of like an adventurers party, and they all died of old age, and she's like coping with that. I remember reading a bit of the manga a few years ago.
Lily, have you received any communications from Adam? Lily? Lily?
Oh, did you call? Sorry about that.
Was there some kind of problem?
No, I was just looking at the legacy that I backed up.
Is it bothering you or something?
I'm trying to verify that the information in here isn't fabricated.
That's good, but be sure to focus on our current task.
Yep, leave it to me.
There's a weird graphical bug going on here. You can see these lines behind me. Do I prefer fat or skinny in regards to what?
We've arrived. Let's close the floodgate.
Amazing, this still works.
working well.
They're gonna have to do a lot to sell this final boss, whatever it ends up being to me, since they have put in no effort into building it up for the entire game, other than saying Alpha Natiba. But then again, none of the characters in this have been very good, so probably not gonna really have that much of an impact. Gonna say, like, who are we even there? We saw them briefly at the start of the game. It's like some black angel looking thing, but it didn't even look that impressive when I saw it then, so I don't know how that's gonna work. Regardless, I don't think they're gonna be impressive character wise.
The door's locked. We need a security code.
Let's scan it to see if there's a legion.
The person with the code is always dead nearby, aren't they?
It's a good place to hide.
Safe here, I'll hide until they're gone. I can't risk my life for a fight I can't win until the foolish like to dance with death.
I bet the Natiba from earlier is responsible for this.
Surprisingly, they didn't go full anime with this game. Going full anime would have helped a lot. That's what I said earlier, that one of the bigger, that they should have actually made everything a bit more flamboyant, and you'll taking itself less seriously would have helped a lot. Right now it's like a very serious plot line with very serious characters, but very over-the-top stylish action, and it's a weird mesh. I mean, that can be done. I mean, just look at the Matrix, but it doesn't really work for these characters, I feel. I want to point something out. This door is like passcode locked, but it's also a door with just a simple like crank to open it. You shouldn't really need, like, a passcode should not be opening like a door that's like a crank lock like that, unless it activates the crank. Did I do that wrong? Oh yeah, I did it wrong. My thoughts on Matrix 4, I didn't watch it because it looked terrible.
It's done.
Yeah, so what's the crank for if it just opens electronically? There's not even like a deadbolt for the crank to go into the wall. Yeah, I'm sinning doors now apparently, alright? Sue me. God, he's gotten so petty, sinning doors. I did not need to use an artillery shell to knock that off. Have they made a joke like it's all Greek to me yet? No, but I might, now that you made that joke in chat. Want to hear Helen's voice. I want to see Helen. I have to see Helen. I will survive. I'll survive and go to the colony. Please wait for me, Helen. Do you think being a pizza guys, can you get you the ladies with how much they use them in adult films? What? Being a pizza guy gets you ladies because pizza in porn? Your logic is interesting, you know that? I mean, if you can cook, it will definitely help. And if you can cook a nice pizza, it will probably help you too. But you're going to need a bit more, I'm afraid. This is your favorite game of 2024. The only game that could possibly beat it is Wolf Among Us 2, but I doubt it. Well, I would taper your enthusiasm for Wolf Among Us 2, because Telltale doesn't actually exist as they used to, and I believe the studio that made Life is Strange True Colors is the one that's making Wolf Among Us 2 at this point. So, who knows whether that'll be good or not. It's actually the other way around. Pizza delivery girls are freaks. Okay. I'll take your word on that. Look, if you're just delivering pizza, you probably shouldn't be having sex with whoever you're delivering it to. Not in the job description. I don't want you getting fired. Montezuma, welcome back, man. How you doing?
This isn't a problem, right?
Of course not.
You walked into a strange conversation, but that's normal, right? Pizza gate now. There's no gates here. Pizza delivery boy, do you want extra sausage? Oh, chat. Oh, chat. Just popping back in before bed. Dartigan, how goes Stelussi Blade? Well, I got a new outfit. It looks very nice on me. We found out that we might be the baddies, or at least we might be working for the baddies. And, I've also, well, that's really it. This game doesn't really have much of a plot to tell you about. Even when you check back in hours later, it hasn't changed much. But we should be able to finish tomorrow, though, at the very least.
Slowly, slowly. Oh, hey, be careful.
Now she's worried about the platforming when it's super easy, when I was like climbing up towers earlier.
Yes, we made it.
Seriously, that was the easiest platforming in the game. Why do I need encouragement right now? Progress, at least. Hey, it should make for a pretty good video, regardless. I can make fun of how her clothes are the consistency of a condom. And offer about as much protection. I see. I'm gonna have to like make sure Dex doesn't get into my room tonight so I can get some actual sleep. I shouldn't be yawning this much. You hear that, Dex? You're not getting in my room tonight to keep me awake. This is a wall running section. Yep.
Now that's a high performance body. Jealous?
We have two options. We can wait for a rescue team that will not arrive, or we can find a way out ourselves and make your choice. She would undress and relieve a well-deserved part. I don't want to think what this outfit would do if she actually did pass gas in it. It would look very odd. Cat sleep friendly? No, my cat is like a will not. When I mentioned before, because I have electrical issue, I can't use my white noise fan, so I have to leave the door open to keep it kind of comfortable in my bedroom at night. So my cat gets inside and she just will not sit still. She just wants to like run all over the bed. One of the reasons I traditionally do not let her into my bedroom when I'm sleeping, because she just makes it very difficult. And I've been yawning all day because of it. Read the tacky stuff again. The perfect parry hold triangle. I would never remember to do that. Ever, ever. Let's hold on to my points.
Mother Sphere had to have known, right?
Probably.
But still...
You want to know why she hid the truth from us? Is that it?
Never in my life have I doubted Mother Sphere before. Cross my heart. But I don't... I guess I'm just a little confused.
I understand. I feel the same way. However, without more information, there's no way to know. Lily, let's just do what we need to right now.
Let's just continue following the orders of Mother Sphere after we learned that she basically wiped out humanity. That was an 8 hour. Are we rating my yawns? I'm cool with rating my sneezes, but I don't know, rating my yawns is kind of weird. That's like deviant behavior.
Hacking successful. Press the switch.
Darta cat cam. She would not sit still for that.
Oh, the hypertube is closed. That's the only route connected to the space center.
Can you find a way to open it?
Is Eve an electro furry? I'm gonna say yes because of the tail now. I like the term electro furry though. That's creativity. Okay. Excellent. Oh, you got 2 forms now. When I thought The Sims... You guys are talking about The Sims in chat? Let's see. I've thought about playing The Sims with mods once or twice before. Just for like the weird stuff you can do with it. Then it's like, you know what? I really don't want to buy The Sims. Oh, get off the ladder. I know you look good on it, but I need to kill. No, get off the ladder. She really just wants to show off how good looking she is on the freaking ladder. Oh, God. Like, no, I must look sexy. He's like, did you not see my ladder animations, gamer? Let me, like, get in the middle of it when you're trying to fight people. Look at it. Look how cool I look. I have my back arched and everything. Game Sims came for the devs fucking around. I always kind of wanted the game that the developer who made The Sims that he made after that, the Spawn, I think it was called Spawn? Spore, to be a big success, but it was like a massive flop. So big of a flop, he left video games. I think his name was Will Wright. Because Spore sounded really intriguing. I remember I was kind of hyped for it before it came out. And then I played the demo and like, this is terrible. Absolutely god-awful. You know that one? Yeah, it was like a big deal for like a few years when it was in development, but it's just like, there's like nothing to it once it came out. Wood. I like to call that look American Apparel model with dead eyes. Is that something you have to practice to be able to pull that look off, though? You know, I have implants and wires in the places almost exactly where her tail comes out of her outfit. I just keep mine on the inside because, well, I don't want to have a tail. But you could, is what you're saying. You could have a tail. If the doctors really screwed up whatever they put in you. Chad, you shouldn't be afraid of, you know, sexy body modification. Become more than your body and your genes allow. Oh, you're new. Oh, you're gonna shoot the hell out of me.
That's the Hypertube's power link device. If you turn on all the link devices here,
You like the cutoff jacket, but does not go with the rest of your fit. Whatever, when she's wearing skin-tight, you know, space suits in this game, nothing really seems to go with it. Her regular clothes actually look pretty good. But they also don't really look like you would wear them into combat either. So, she's always kind of like looking a little bit off compared to some of the other character models in the game. Right, there should be... Okay. I have no idea if this is where I gotta go or not, but it's where I decided to go. Will Dartigan ever make chicken soup? Well, I've definitely made chicken soup from, like, stuff in a, you know, by pouring out of a can before.
I don't feel like praying.
Does that count? No? Well, don't know what to... I hate to disappoint you then. I feel like I'm fighting Necrons right now. They're a mix of Warhammer. Ooh, screwed that up. Wood.
This place is crawling with Natives. Be careful.
Excellent. More for the slaughter. I see another generator down there, but I can't get to that one yet. out. You guys get the judgment nut. A little bit too much there. A little too much. Do you watch or read Mushoku Tensei? It's not ringing a bell. Tell me about it though. What's it about? Maybe it'll ring a bell once you mention some specifics of it. Your alert breaks to the stream. Another audition came in. You were a busy girl tonight. But hey, good luck on this one as well. Okay, I gotta kill before I can activate this. Good. Any interesting developments? I had to leave close to the beginning. No, we're still making our way through this space elevator factory. Nothing's changed since then. It's about a kid that suffers from erectile dysfunction. Okay, I definitely have not read that one. I have read some weird manga though before about, genital. Weirdly enough. I remember reading one about this dude who, I forget, it was years ago now. He had like a demon in his balls. And if he like got off, it'd be the end of the world or something. Your FF7 Rebirth Sins video is very good. Thanks for putting it out. Oh, no problem, man. Glad you liked it. I'm just glad I'm done with big videos for a while and I can focus on just putting out a bunch of content left and right on YouTube and Patreon. I'm just gonna be, for like the next several months, it'll be like video after video. That's how it should be going anyways. I don't foresee any problems for that. Sounds like Dartigan. No, this was years and years ago for Dartigan. That's a guy who like lost his balls and monsters have them. Yeah, gooning would have been equaled the end of the world in that manga I'm talking about. Hey, Raiko, you have a good night, man. Thanks for being here. Thank you very much. Demon in the balls? Yeah, I forget the name of it. Destructive, regenerative, and fast. Belial is different from the others. If you see a red Nadaba with 2 blades, run. Do not ever let it catch you, ever. Did I just kill a water cooler? A water cooler with a machine gun, in fact.
Great! The hypertube is connected to the power. Let's make our way over to the hypertube now.
Who let gooning become a term? I don't know, but you know what? Might as well use it once there. It won't last but like a year or two before people get bored with it. It doesn't have legs. Too weak from all the gooning. There we go. Some Abrahamic names. There's been plenty of them. There's been many, nothing but Abrahamic names. Oh, do you mean? Oh, okay, never mind. I see what you're meaning. You're talking about like the names that were like specific to like the Torah and not so much the Old Testament. Belial. Now it's getting. Remind me again. What was the name of that robot in that I had such a problem with in Armored Core? It was like it flies around, shoots a bunch of missiles at you. Was that called Belial as well? How do I get over there? I mean, there was a break in enemy names using demons. True, there was a few that were just like named Stalker and shit like that. This is probably not the way you're supposed to get over there, but it's the way I made it. My way over.
Over here.
Orca.
Wow, it's opening. It's windy. There's no end in sight. Will we be okay?
It was sealed off, so it'll probably be safer than other routes.
What's up? Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing.
Oh, we get slide time. This is just a Sonic the Hedgehog level now. I'm hitting everything on purpose because she deserves it. Also, jumping doesn't really help you much here. Girl just got her ass kicked. I'll keep my eyes on my only cat sub for videos. Yeah, I'm going to be having a DLC sim video in probably just like tomorrow. I'll be finishing it up and putting it up the next day afterwards. So there'll be a new video on the Patreon. Probably by by the 2nd actually. And then I'm also going to be doing the first video Q&A where I ask people for their questions. And also we'll say things that they want read out. Alright, let's do this seriously this time. Okay, shit. I'm sorry, lady. This was never meant to be, like, skied down. Fuck.
That was close. Lily, you're behind me, right?
Can we please slow down? Ugh, what is that? Watch out!
boss fight. Hope I don't have to do that entire sliding section again because I'm dead. I'm kind of like wanting to use the pump here. Do I have to do the tunnel again to get back to this boss fight? Nah. Okay. Okay, get to start you out here.
What is that?
Uh-oh. Oh, it's only first part of that fight.
It ran away. I think we should take a break for a bit.
Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom character in this game. I didn't think about that, but you got a point with its design. It does look a little bit like the Shadow Ganons, or whatever they were called in Breath of the Wild. What do we got back here? Nothing? I knew there'd be something. Chaos Space Marine. Doesn't really have that, you know, classic, like, well, you know, toy look to the, you know, the armor. Listen, you have to survive. You must continue on for the sake of this child's life. If you understand, get going. Go!
It's a supply camp.
Dual chain swords. Yeah, I think there's been other things that's used dual chain swords, right? Okay, no upgrades. Or wait, I might have upgrades for something else. Nope. Have I ever tried Medieval? Well, you mean the PS1 game? I remember playing a demo of Medieval on PS1 when I was a wee little kid. And I do remember liking it, but I never played the actual full game because I just never did, you know, couldn't really get that many games back then. Yeah, it was only like Christmas I'd ever get a game, so. And I think there was other games I wanted more than that. I know like Sony remade it a few years ago, but I don't know if it was any good or not. This is a devastating storm of blades. Okay, we'll go and finish this one up. Using Tempest, the flurry of blades unleashes a powerful trail of pulse energy that deals an additional attack to enemy shields. Take more damage for this bonus attack. Yeah, let's go ahead and max this out.
It just seemed different than the ones fused with machines.
Was it?
Yeah, probably because it's Adam. All right, yeah, it's probably Adam. He did leave suspiciously after all.
Emotions.
The emotions. They weren't ordinary. Hatred. It'll come back again.
Then it gets called Belial, so who knows?
Yes. Its emotions won't be snuffed out just because of that.
Alright, if we get a boss fight right now, I'll try to my best to beat the boss fight. If not, we might call it a night. Holden, take me with you. See, I can walk. I can't walk very fast, but please don't leave me, Holden. What are you doing, Holden? You tried me, but doesn't that look like a boss fight area? Maybe it is. Or maybe it's just like, hey, here's the big space tower.
Lily, what's this place for?
This is where resources and raw materials are sent to the orbit elevator.
I'm not looking at her butt. I'm trying to look up the tower, but it just makes me feel like a pervert. I want to see the vision. I want to see the arch. Jesus Christ, I give up. You cannot look up in this game without looking like a pest. You're always just gonna get the upskirt no matter what. Excellent. So yeah, I mean we That's pretty good. Can I go back to this door, by the way? So, chat, I'm thinking we'll stop here for the night and then finish this game tomorrow. Because, only got like 15 or so minutes left before midnight. And I think I'll just say, yeah, feels like a good, better stopping point. That way tomorrow we have enough for a decent sized stream. Sorry, I had to stretch. But yeah, we'll be finishing up Stellar Blade tomorrow. I'm kind of looking forward to that. It's been like a full week of playing this game now. But I also want to get a video out for it quick, so hopefully it'll only take me a week to make that. If I move quickly on it, then I can get on to Resident Evil. But Chad, you've all been wonderful tonight. Thank you for joining me. Sorry we got is a low energy night, but we all did our best, I think. It was still good. Still good conversations all around. But hey, like and subscribe, join the membership, I really need to get sleep, I really do. I'm gonna die. Subscribe, follow, thank you for any, gift subs, bits, memberships, any of that stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you to the mod team, and thanks for spending time with me tonight. I hope you have a good night's sleep, like I'm hoping to have, if my cat allows. Hey, I wish you good luck in your day tomorrow, and I'll see you again, and tomorrow we'll finish this thing up, and then I'll move on to making a video for you. Go to bed, that's the plan. For the amount I've been yawning tonight, I really need it. But chat, I'm gonna rub my eyes for a bit, and get some water in me as well. I want you all to have a great day, or a great day tomorrow, and a great night tonight. So, see you later, Goon Gang, Moo Squad, whichever you ascribe to. Peace out. Yeah, alright. Have a good one, everyone. Have a few rounds of doctor's appointments tomorrow. Hope you're alright, man. Hope they go well. So, have a good night's sleep to you as well. Alright. Peace out, everybody.